And there we go. Oh, who knows when that silly guy will ever be live? Who knows? He just goes live whenever he wants to. I love that about this channel. Alrighty. Let's see, I'm getting organized with all of my things. I'm gonna go put this over here. I don't know if I want to take any notes about this as I plan it. ARPG. Arpaga. Hi, Ivan. Ivan, I was playing more Gravity Circuit off stream. So I beat the normal game, and then I was like, okay, well, we'll try it like on hard plus mastery plus rude enemies. And I think that trifecta of options was a little much for me personally. So off stream, I was like, well, what if I just did hard mode plus rude bosses, not mastery levels? And I think that was like way more my pace. I actually had like a lot of fun with that. I beat the tutorial zone, and then I beat 2 different bosses. And honestly, the stages are not the shine for games like that for me. I enjoy the, oh, how do I get past this boss using the power of my skills, reaction, and mechanics? So I beat whatever the speed boss is called, the one that has like the road kind of level. And then I beat the medley girl. I beat her, and that was fun. That sounds rough. Yeah, master levels are rough. I thought it'd be like, there's more holes, or I have a spike here now. And I guess technically if you break it down, that's basically what they changed. But that plus hard mode, which basically means you can take like 3 fucking hits and then you die. And then the rude enemies. Yeah, that was a lot. Look at that sexy dragon on my screen. He's so cute and kissable. White Wolf, there's only one tongue in my mouth. We have to fix this by the end of the stream, I think. How's Night in the Woods going, Golden? How deep in that are you? I hope it's going well. Dio, hi. Koralith, you got way too high last night. You 1, need a cute boy's hands on you so bad. But 2, need to cuddle so bad. 3, you're in your cozy games era. Hell yeah. What is your cozy game of choice, Chaos? There's more holes. Me when I go to the gay bar. You've not since hit end stream. Perfect time for cozy vibes. What have you been doing on your streams, Dio? I know I saw you make a post about you like getting those analytic emails and sort of just trying it out. What has been your cozy time of choice there? Tug in my mouth, grab uvula and yank. You know what? I've decided I'm not horny for that specifically. Hi, Kieran. Such a girl kisser. Well, you know, tongues are basically genderless, right? They're warm and a little sloppy, and like it's when there's a tongue in your mouth and your eyes are closed, whatever. Boy, girl, NB, big old dragon. Minty system high. Oh, I'm a pretty Durg. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Flattery will get you everywhere. Hi, Minty. So you finished the story today. Well, I'm gonna speedrun the other hangout sometimes next week. That's wonderful. I really enjoyed my Night in the Woods time. You tried a new 0 sugar soda and you enjoyed it. Wow. Everyone has a tongue and everyone has a butt. 2 parts of people that are very easy to appreciate. Sometimes these things are even combined. So you're currently playing Chef's RPG. I did see something about that very briefly. I think maybe on Steam as I was kind of clicking around. So kind of Stardew Valley meets Cooking Mama. It's got an open access. We'll see how it goes. 16 or 32-bit is pretty cute. Let's go. That sounds very soft and cozy. I know a lot of people have been playing, what is it called? I don't know the full name exactly. I'm going to fuck it up, but TCG Card Shop Simulator. I've seen many people just dive themselves into that. That seems like a cozy time for a lot. So many pretty beans here. So true. So true. Hi, Rick. Rick Fernello. Rick. Rick, you know what? Unlike old Drago, I can appreciate you over here on my stream. That's just teasing them. So So you had art on Thursday while testing it and doing a big archipelago. I know it's archipelago with pals today. 7.5 hours playing randomized Sonic Adventures 1 and 2. So with archipelago, you can kind of like pick and choose what games you want to randomize, right? So wait, how is progress gauged in like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? Because, well, no, I guess there are upgrades that you can get because I haven't played them in a long time, so I stalled for a sec. But even something like the ring dash is not like a base mechanic. Do you unlock characters too? He's like, do you have to go somewhere to maybe find Big the Cat? Like, what is the structure of it? Finally gets you 0.3 seconds of cuddling, followed by 7 minutes of overheating. We're gonna have choices, but it's too cute to stop. Oh, you mean specifically in fursuit? Did I see the daily dose of internet that you shared in the Discord? I mean, I saw the nice porn. I didn't see the daily dose of internet. Drago hates me on this. I was referring to how you approached Rago and you were like, oh my God, you're so high and I'm being so cute and you can't even appreciate me right now because you're so fucking gone. That's what I was referring to. KoralithDragon is such a cute dragon. 10 out of 10 would cuddle for a long time. Wow. Do we have to rent a room out, Chaos? Is it that long? Sunny Silvers. Silver, you know how earlier in a chat, I think it was yesterday, I said Silver Zorur in a text chat, and I said pretend I rolled it. That's what I meant, is pretend I rolled it just like that. Hello, wonderful, skilled, inspiring Koralith. Hi, Wolves. So it's gated by emblems and upgrades. You unlock characters to Lamau. The checks are clearing status and finding the upgrades. That's interesting. The last clip on the episode that you shared was about the kangaroos. Wow, I did miss that. I'll have to listen to it. Thank you for properly appreciating my presence. I got you. I mean, yesterday me was a little tipsy. I can't deny that. I had 2 old fashions. I was delightfully nice. So Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, I think, defined it very correctly. 1 drink makes you happy. 2 drink makes you horny. 3 drinks makes you honest. So after I made 1, I thought to myself, I think there's a feeling that I would like to experience tonight. And then I had 2. Your reward is being waggled around violently in VR, Lamau. I love all the melt styles emoji, Minty. Koralith, mana. Here we're doing well. Love an old fashioned, absolute same. My husband, I don't know if he purchased it or he just found it in the liquor cabinet. It was hidden behind a bottle or whatever. But like when I went to go get ingredients for an old fashioned, which all I was missing was whiskey and bitters because we always have simple syrup, is I bought like a basic bitch bitters and I bought cherry. And I know the classic old fashioned has like a little orange peel in it. I'm too lazy for that, especially when I just want to be cute in VR and wear my skirt and twirl and have a bit of alcohol inside of me. But he found orange bitters, or he purchased it. I didn't ask him. There was orange bitters in the alcohol cabinet, and I think that was a perfect match. And I guess it makes sense because orange peel is usually expected there. 2 drink Koralith? Yeah, not on roommates, true. Hi, Cora. No rolled R's? What do I have to do to get my R's rolled by the Silver Zorua? I think I got distracted by my own bit to tell you that I did lurk in your Ori 2 stream earlier. Are you enjoying Ori 2? Is it a nice time? I personally, I think enjoyed Ori 2 a little bit more than 1. I feel like the mechanical upgrades that they introduced were really nice, and I thought it was cool to play around with the different elements there, and if you want to go fast, you can go fast too. You heard of old fashions, not get ready for the new fashions. Well, you know, the new fashion, everybody, is to dress your boy up in slutty gold and then zoom the camera right on their hips. This is the new fashion right here. Good ends, I hope you're well. Mono, we're doing great. You tried the Luxardo cherries? I did, yes. We have some upstairs. My husband saw that I bought them and he said, Caliph, this is dangerous. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna snack on them if you don't snack on them. I'm only gonna save them for my drinks. Evo, there is a Tilda inside of me. Do I have to let my Tilda out, Evo? Am I always Tilda core? I was lurking at my friend Ava's stream, and they were like, Caliph, and I like responded and I said something. They were talking about Pure Ref, so my name came up a lot, Lamau. And they're like, Caliph, is it just that easy? Is it just that easy to get you to show up? I just have to say your name 3 times. And I said, well, you can say my name 3 times, or you can say it twice with a tilde. So Caliph, that works. Or you can go, Caliph. And then that'll also make me spawn. Koralith, please hold you. Oh gosh, Rego. Was Rainworld very mean to you? Was it unkind? Do you need just a loom to feel better in your life? You also get distracted by your own bit? Well, like, how do you find the bit? Do you need a magnifying glass? Did I see the joke of the Neo Beast body proportions? I did not. You can send it to me. Oh, so you've beaten both many times. Oh, I was unaware. I didn't catch that when I was lurking. You do think Ori 2 is better, but it's like 9.5 versus 10. True. You can't roll R's? Oh my gosh. Silver, so I'll kiss you and roll R's in your mouth and you'll be like, I hate this, this sucks. And I'm like, well, I just gave you the power. Enjoy. I don't think it works like that. Oh, you're drinking and drawing some horny personal art? I love that for you, man. Happy marriage. Thank you, Minty. I'm very lucky. I've been with my husband for a while now. I've been living in Kansas City for like, what, 9 years? I've been married for like 5 or something years. And yeah, and I also have a cute crush in my life who I boy kissed very deep into the night yesterday. 1 name equals 2 tildes. Kieran. You just chant Pure F 3 times, Kelf shows up. It works! I'm so happy that a larger proportion than I could have ever imagined of Twitch.television and my friend base have embraced Pure F. Oh, I love it. I love Pure F so much. I love it so much. Someone pass the microscope so I can see them. At the time of its invention, the guillotine was considered cutting-edge technology. Yeah, they actually used to do like a breester of that too. So the Hunter campaign awakens the worst pits of frustration and sadness within you. So I feel like, is Rainworld a good game, question mark? Is this a controversial question? Because I feel like it inspires sadness and anger and frustration in more people I know than it inspires happiness. Carlos giving R rolling tutorials. Well, how do, Modus Prime. Modus Prime. There we go. I always call you Modus, so I forget about the Prime. So it's just like, there's not even an R in your name, is what I wanted to say, but I'm like, oh wait, that's wrong. That's literally untrue. There's one right there. Yari made a new password. Yeah, my password's fuck, all caps. You tried to teach Charlotte how to roll her R's on time. It did not work. Are we puppered in here? Hi, Thundy. Thundy, I hope you're doing great. I had some cute photos of like you and Jovi holding each other from the yesterday meet. I should send them to you. So you need to organize view image for a project this week. Download PureRef. I should receive commissions at this point. I've never had a, what do you call it, a sponsor? I've never had a sponsor on this channel and not Kelf either. I've had people enter my DMs on social media and they'd be like, oh, hey, like you are a cool streamer. Do you want to sponsor? Do you want to get sponsored by our game? And they've always just been like, I don't know, things I'm not interested in. And to be honest, this might be a weird thing. If you DM me with a human profile picture, I'm immediately uninterested. So you did have replay through tag, no one reads tags. True, same. You mean kissing's a great way to share drinks? Why not share rolled R's like that? You got it. Hi, Kiba. You wish you could roll R's too. Wolvis! Apparently a lot of people cannot roll their R's and I was unaware. I will take on commissions for rolling R's for people. You need to roll your R's for effect, just send me a message, I'll record it. Rainworld is probably a love or a hate game. You know what, Kama? I think you're probably right. Also, I don't think I said hi. Hi, Kama. It's a great game that makes me want to punch my monitor. People want to be inspired with sadness or frustration, maybe. Well, you know what? I think you're probably correct because I think Doom 64 inspires those feelings in me with this puzzle design, and that does not inspire love for me. It's just sadness and frustration with the puzzles, which is why I'm not playing it tonight. The two viruses, PureF, Calm and Organized, Kuda board, anxiety and too many friends. You'll always say this. You love everything about Rain World except the gameplay. Oh, Prime was your father. Call me Montes. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. So is your father like the head of the company and then like you took over and that's why you're the boss now? So their campaigns a la Rain World do not make you feel this way. The Hunter campaign is a time limit, which makes death potentially something that might make you completely restart the campaign entirely. In any of the campaign, it was fine, because you try again, but the feelings Hunter evokes in you makes me so F-pop cry. I will not block of text more about it, but yeah. I mean, I read basically everything that happens in chat. Koralith, I'm having issues rolling my R. Can your tongue help me learn? Well, the thing is, I'm sad to say, Chaos, like it doesn't work on the first take. I think we need multiple tries to get your tongue rolling. Humans are icky. I'm glad somebody else said it, Minty. I'm trying to forget about my humanity and minus int on the internet. There are good non-furries out there. There are, and I think that's just a weird brain rot thing in my head. Seeing an anime avatar bot today was very funny. They made sure to be like, it's so tough being a girl gamer. And they're like, you're not a furry bot, get out of here. Bots are bad. Oh, robo-furries are valid, and synths are so fucking fuckable. You get so many fake furry artist bots whose only art have preview watermark all over it, and only for my client. I hate that I know exactly what you're talking about so intimately, Kiba. I have like a Twitter account. So like I haven't used social media really since January, but there's an asterisk there. The asterisk is I use it for porn sometimes. Every time I log on to my porn account, it's just like, here's a new follower, and they are literally 100% all that. They're all that fucking, my client, here's this picture, preview, watermark. I hate it. Reject humanity, evolve to crab. The thing is, I don't know if I want crab because I can only move side to side and not forward, and all the boys are in front of me. Hey, Caliph, what message you want me to say to Stirring Wolf and Tone Deaf Leopard? They're right next to me. Can you say that Caliph appreciates both of you and they're gonna hug you? Like, it's gonna be like a hug that takes 6 times as long as normal, and we're gonna wiggle side to side, and I'm not gonna let you leave until I'm satisfied. So we treat our human well. He has the AC on, he's listening to his favorite music. What's your favorite music right now? That's an e-weird me trying to describe humans in 3 words. A lamau. Bald violence monkeys. Shout out to all the synths and protogens out there. So I think protogens are cute. I think synths are fucking hot. There's a difference. Enjoy your lurk, Wolvaz. Gonna study Blender, try and learn retexturing. Talk to you later. You got this. There's no boys behind you. Maybe we should fix that. He's never satisfied. Whatever. I feel like I'm constantly satisfied. I always talk about like, oh, I stayed up so late with my crush. Oh, my husband and I went out to get like food. Oh, I just played this great game. Whatever. I feel like I'm constantly satisfied. Insatiable, maybe that's a better word. You wish Sturrian was real? Well, I guess I didn't get a selfie with them when they were here, so maybe they're like a quantum friend, and I can't prove that they exist otherwise. Also, hi, Scouter. The hug is happening good! Terrified of when Koralith latches onto me and renders me unable to escape. That's just Nardud Smush. You're trapped in the emo. I put your soul there. Leave it to Kel to make a hug sound like a threat. Insatiable is an understatement. I feel like that's on par. I feel like that's good. Like, what is missing from that? They don't exist until I observe them. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Chad, I have a tea right here. I have a dandelion root tea. It's very calm. It's very earthy. It's very gentle. I technically have a video game over here, but like, whatever. I'm happy to just chat for a little bit. The thirst is unquenchable. Yeah, my thirst for tea. I'm sipping. I do like being a silly little guy. I'm insatiable at being silly. I'll take that. I'll take that. Is dandelion kind of like peppery? Let me be quiet, close my eyes, and sort of envision the taste that's in my mouth. I could feel, so because I said earthy, I feel like whenever I have like a bell pepper or something, I also get a little bit of earthy tones. They're not as like sweet as that. I didn't add any sugar to this, so I would say like a less sweet pepper that has no spiciness. Might be like an okay comparison. I'm gonna go EP now. Much love, beautiful beans. Cuddles for you all. Cuddles. Oh my gosh. Oh, gosh, we love a good cuddle. Have a wonderful rest, Minty and Co. Let me get a pepper to taste. I actually haven't bought peppers in quite a while. When I buy veggies, it's almost like always cucumbers and carrots, and well, I get salads all the time, and I love to get like either arugula or spinach as kind of like filler greens, like onions. God, I love food. Yellow and orange peppers are what I use to make a linguine dish that you like. Ooh, imagine getting Thun Thun to cook for you. It's like a celebrity chef appearance. You meant more like black pepper. You should have specified. I do not think it is black pepper vibes. Bye, Kelf, and enjoy your video games. Thank Bimbo. Have fun. Hug them even harder next time you see them. So after you blink, do it again. Gonna go have boy fun. I love boy fun. Oh man, have a great boy time. Chat, speaking of boy fun, I DM'd my crush earlier today, who I was up until like, what, 3:30 in the morning yesterday with. They stayed up a little bit later, and what I mean is we both fell asleep together, and I woke up at 3:30 and thought, I should be in my fucking bed right now. And I saw them sleeping there right next to me in VR, and I thought, it would be really cute to like wake them up and keep talking to them, but also I think they're very cozy and they're not making like any sound, so I bet they're full asleep. So I logged out as quietly as I possibly could. But you know, we spent some good time together yesterday, smile emoji. And I DM'd them earlier today and I'm just like, crush! I'm torn. I'm thinking out loud as I message you, like, I kind of want to stream tonight, but I kind of also just want to be to Discord call with you and play video games for like 6 hours. And I don't really know what I want to do, so I'm talking about it out loud in your DMs. And they said, well, I'm kind of just vibing tonight, so whatever you choose, I'll support you. And I thought, well, I could technically just do both. I could be a silly little insatiable guy here, and then I could be a silly little insatiable guy with them in a Discord call. Your favorite dish is a Cajun creme pasta. You just throw it together. Blackened chicken, garlic bread. Oh, God. Garlic bread is better than like 99% of sex I've had in my life. Oh, garlic bread and black truffle. So good. Coral, if you would love my kitty right now, she's hairless. Very, very warm from a warming pad. Perfect cuddle. Oh, I love cuddling. You gotta watch 2 beans. You were cuddling with both. Fall asleep with you. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I know Raygo, I didn't catch like the whole thing, but Raygo had like a mini VR chat recap of how their Friday was. And they had a lot of photos of them being like a big cuddle pile. There was like what? There was like Thundy and Jovi and them and Harp and Pounds, and I forget who else, but there's like a lot of people in a single pile, all having a nice time, and I love that energy. I think it's very, very adorable. Blackened mahi with some dirty rice. I mean, I thought I was horny before, and then I read that comment out loud. Garlic bread is universal good. It is. Imagine streaming for boys and being with boys. Well, I'm doing that right now, and it feels kind of nice. It makes me feel all warm inside. You'll send me a pic from Harp. Okay, I'll have my Telegram open. Actually, my phone right here has notifications on. So if anybody DMs me, I'll actually see. I got a wonderful piece of advice from a friend. I didn't thank them for it. So the app that I use for facial tracking that links over, see, I see that Thundy DM me, that links for like my phone to VC Face to be able to like do all this kind of stuff. It's called iFacial Mocap. I had a friend like DM that to me and they said, well, hey, Kel, if you use this app, have you ever used like the optimization mode? And I'm like, no. And I feel like it's been amazing. I don't have a good photo of it right now, but iFacial Mocap has essentially the worst fucking grayscale face that constantly stares at you. And I just stared at it directly, intimidatingly for like 3 years VTubing. And the optimization mode turns that off. And I think also it works better. And I think also that it doesn't use my battery as much. So just full positive. Oh, there's your fucking smirk. Oh man. God, the Vernid smirk is like ridiculously good. Like I can't deal with it. This is Thundy right here smirking so hard. Oh yeah, this is the cuddle puddle I was imagining. Thank you. You love the energy the big Vernid brings, yeah. So cuddle piles tickle the macro part of your brain. Want to be the mattress of the fluve for people to have a cuddle pile on. I don't know if you ever met them, Silver. They don't stop by the meets very often, but I have a friend named VoDs, and in VR, they are 9 feet tall, and they are like, I am the bed. You lay on me when we cuddle. And it's very cute energy. You think you remember seeing this pile? Mm-hmm. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. God, everybody here is so lovely. You feel like Zord was just a little more cute pilled last night. I feel like the more that they wear their maid dress and the more that they have their kicky leggies, full body tracking, the lostier they get sauce in that cute sauce. The more they get lost in that cute sauce, there we go. Macro mattress is a lovely mood, it is. Oh, to have a big friend to lay on. Hi, Draco. Wow, free garlic bread at every 5th stream. You know what? I can't promise this, but for Draco, I'll make sure it happens. Make sure it's fresh out of the oven just for you. I hope you're doing delightful tonight. Look, Gary, there I am. I feel like Cell has this meme where they're just like always in the corner of a shot or in like a camera of a shot and like not always the focus. I think it's very cute. You went into this cuddle pile. How does one join? Oh, well, chaos. Every single Friday, there's a Setsu VR chat meetup, and stuff like this just happens. I actually don't know what time it was here. I assume this is like at 2 in the morning or what the frick ever, when everybody's really tired and just wants to like hold each other. You're in this spot for probably a second. Koralith is very cute. Well, I'm many adjectives, and you can keep talking. We can keep exploring my body together with words. Also, hi, Vince. Akka. Hi, Akka. I dropped my pen that I was playing with. Chad, if I'm streaming, I promise you I'm stimming, even if you can't see. It's also good gang, true. You miss being a VR animal. You need to be more coherent for stream today. Yeah. Because I was responsible last weekend. My tagline for my stream last Sunday was responsibility over boy kissing, and it was true. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. on the dot, which for me is very good on the weekend. This weekend, I thought, nah. I missed out on boy kissing last week. I really want to have it again, so I did. Solo, freezing in the snow. You see a sleeping red male adult dragon. Do you seduce for snuggles? Try and sneak away, or do the tauntaun? I would never do the tauntaun thing. Seduce for snuggles. I'm gonna go to Google and type in /roll 1d20 right now. Roll 1d20. How well do I do? What are my modifiers? Chat, we have to agree I have a pretty good slutty or seduction modifier, right? That's at least like a +4. Can I get a +4 on this 12 for a 16 to seduce? Is that good enough, Kieran? Let me know. You love being a floofy fox. Just letting as many people enjoy that as much as they want. Works out being macro, yeah. You wish Snuggles were real. I also wish Scouter was real. They have such good opinions on pens. I don't think I told you, but when we were in that world, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? And we were in the hole in the flying island. You told me to look at that pen by Sailor, which I forget the exact name of in this moment. And I did, and I thought, this is actually neat with like the triangle style tip. I was writing in my journal earlier today, just on the floor, kind of eepy, because I did go to bed at like 3:30 in the morning. But I was very journal pilled earlier. You'd argue +5. Hi, Toon. You do have one, especially for dragons, yeah. Oh, other Kieran? Sorry, yeah, we have 2 Kierans in chat right now. Pens are fun too, Zoot. Yeah, my brain could not remember in this moment. Chat, I'm gonna sip my water. It's been 30 minutes and I haven't like sipped any water. Oh, you can see me right now. Oh, taking care of myself. That's crazy. I hope you all had a delightful weekend. Thus far, a good Friday, a nice Saturday. My plan is to just dick around in like an ARPG for a little bit. It's Last Epoch. I very, very technically streamed that game on Kelif. It was on like my birthday stream just to kind of like fill time. I'm not gonna play that old character. I don't remember anything about them. I'm just gonna make like a mage and kind of roll around and just, I don't know, kind of be mindless for a bit. I think ARPGs are good for that. You needed that cuddle pile last night. Was it a long week, Thundy? Did you need some gentle attention and warmth from friends? You got really intense tail and fuzzy vibes. Let's go. Gosh, your infinitely long tail, you could feel every part of it. Wow, that's crazy. What good reviews of cuddle piles. The squad flying in to give cuddles. I have a story, chat. When would this have been? I think 2 or 3 months ago. I had like a really wonderful one-on-one late night session with my crush in VR on a Friday, as I am wont to do. And it was one of the first times that I had learned to set up not just automatic screenshotter, but I was like, I'm gonna do an automatic screenshotter using the stream camera so I can get like a particular angle and therefore just make like a single GIF of my entire night with them. Like us talking and chatting, then us laying down together, then us getting closer, etc., etc. So I did that. I stitched together like what? It would have been like 80 images or something. I just used an online tool to do it. And I made that. It was a single GIF of the whole night, and I sent it to them. And they were like, Kelef, oh man, I feel like it's only a little cringe, just a little bit. And I'm like, it's beautiful, shut the fuck up. And I did the same thing yesterday, where I created a GIF of the entire night yesterday, and I just stared at it. I'm just like, yes, the warm feelings inside my soul. Seeing just like a wonderful night stitched together into one small moment to relive, I think is cute. But also, I'm not showing you because it very much has the identity of my crush in it. Harp has been hammering home how cozy the Vernet is. It's definitely not making it worse. Nope, I swear. And I'm definitely not pupper-pilled right now. So you met the Snep Kieran, who works in the same field. You joke that you're their evil twin, opposite sono design, opposite tech stack professionally. You're way more unhinged personality-wise. Evil twin. Went by the same name as long as him without ever meeting him. Anti-mata kaboom. Careless. Hi, Careless. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Well, look at that picture of Kelef and a big black box. Yeah, it's how easy. I'm not showing anything, right? It's just my just chatting background. Fucking, like, it would be so difficult to, like, crop it out. You would see, like, the tiniest sliver of me and, like, none of the crush. This is dangerous for me to just be exploring my automatic screenshotter folder. How many pictures of us are there together in this one world? 110, so that was nearly 2 hours because it's a photo every single minute. I'm just exploring these and you can't see. How would I crop any of this? How would I crop any of this? They're directly on top of me. So yeah, there's no room. There's no room. Oh, you know what? Here. I can crop this one. And that's like fucking it. Lamau. Crush SCP. Yeah. I mean, this was my yesterday. I was in Cozy Boat. This is me staring up at them. Whoever them could be. Well, I mean, right now it just looks like I'm moving over a different version of myself. Oh, man. It was a fun time. I love using my silly little pupper. Love being a silly little Kel wolf with a nice guy smile emoji. Now to click away before I fuck up and ruin everything. Speaking of VRC, you're slipping into that lurky time. Have a wonderful VRC, Silver. Oh, you're doing mighty fine if I say so myself. I love that for you, Careless. What is going well? What is exciting? What is a great Careless fact that I can take with me and put in my journal? Crush gets pupper confirmed. I've already talked about that with some people. Caliph Crush, real name, redacted, is a data missing who frequently data expunges. Is the real Crush actually an SCP? A super cuddle-pilled individual? I think so, yeah. Not much of a fact, so like having not much going on is the positive in itself. Flareon, hi Flareon. I know it's a quote-unquote a strange time for me to stream. A, because it's a Saturday. B, because it's Saturday night. C, because a lot of my friends go to a meetup in VR on Saturdays. But you know what? I want to dick around on Twitch.tv, and I want to play video games, and I want to be horny about weird things with cool people in chat. You just uploaded some art of your FA and vibed with friends this week. Let's go. See, that sounds really nice, Careless. I'm sure Crush and Kelif are expunging data between each other all the time. Well, yeah, as somebody very experienced with pipelines and transferring data between them, I make sure they get the priority fill, if you know what I'm saying. You've gotten so much art in the past couple weeks. Oh, you got some new TG stickers on the way too. Let's go. I know you got the Broad Desu pick. I know you got at least one other one I've seen, Kiba, but I forget any of the artist names. Positive. Hi, Kobe. Kobe, what's new with you? Hope we're doing so lovely. Oh my gosh, it's Kobe. Also, Taryn, hi. I lurked very briefly in your stream earlier. I saw that you're on to a different Castlevania that I assume is a DS one, just given how it looked. I don't know anything about that one. But I hope it's been very fun and very kind for you. Saturday Night Loaf, yeah. They cuddle. Intimacy intensifies. They reach for redacted, but the skin is smooth. There's nothing there. Snuggling intensifies instead. Well, I mean, on the photo I just showed, I knew I could show a photo of Pupper no matter what because they have no silly accessories. There is nothing to censor on the Pupper. So you get a head shot from Bra, a sniffer joke thing from Bra for September. A spicy John. I love Jono's art. Jono's art is so good. They drew a very handsome construction worker like a couple months ago. And then they uploaded another one and they were like, oh, sorry, everybody, this spicy picture of a furry construction worker, they actually weren't following OSHA. I uploaded a new version and they just put a tiny construction hat on top of the dick. And I thought that was very funny. Kobe's doing pretty good. Working on a model texture before VR with boys later. Getting snacks. Hell yeah, that sounds so cozy. Oh, yeah, Apple Sky is the one that I saw. They have a very, very standout style IMO. So Portrait of Ruin, it was fun. After a weekend in Mexico, working from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Holy fuck. You're adjusting to a new sleep schedule, but you miss streaming. I love streaming, I agree. Whenever I go like a large modicum of time, which for me is 4 days, if I go more than 4 days without streaming, I like start to like just itch. I'm like, ooh, 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 I feel the urge. I don't actually itch, but mentally I do. Caliph, could you censor me? Okay. It should be pretty easy, Scouter. All right, so I think if I do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Perfect. All right, got you, Scouter. Caliph, could you redacted me? I got you. Easy peasy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how TOS are crush time photos? I would say, well, so isn't TOS just a binary? Isn't it a 0 or a 1? It's either within terms of service or not within terms of service. So just by that basic definition, it has to be a 1 because it is not within terms of service. Jono is very precious. His streams are fun. I really like their voice, yeah. Been in basically that scenario before though. First time with a girl. Reach for what wasn't there, you can fill in the rest. I hope you filled it in. Look, when on your set, you gotta protect your head. True. Oh, on a scale of Caliph Bless to Caliph TOS. I think it's a Caliph I think Caliph is where I am with my crush. You feel so self-conscious when streaming. You're very awash in things and work. I mean, I think the phrasing that I used with you yesterday in VR is what I'm still gonna continue to use, which is, if you go live, I'll be like, holy fuck, I wanna say hi to Thundy right now. And that'll be my first thought. Yeah. Within TOS, skirting the line, not TOS. That's all I could say. Well, I was wearing my skirt, so I was skirting something. At least you're good at it. People come when you start again. True! See, yeah, Matos gets it. Matos knows. One. I'm gonna set my tea, and then I'm gonna start playing my video game, but we can still, of course, literally just chat the entire fucking time. Pause music. Ugh. Video game. You can see that I already chose a name, Grayscale Koralith. I was thinking like Gray Muzzle, because I want to play a wizard. I was thinking like Gray Muzzle, and while I'm technically furry and not scaly, I still thought Grayscale was funnier than Gray Muzzle, so I put that there. I think it's better like mouthfeel too. Phrasing. So this is an ARPG, an action RPG, a Diablo 2-like if you want to boil it down even easier. I very technically played this game 2 separate times, like one on my stream and then one on my off time. I just like to click stuff, and I like to see funny numbers go up, and I wanted to play a game here tonight that basically had 0 mental commitment for the first X number of hours, which is perfect. That is what this can be. Caliph has a better mouthfeel, IMO. Well, yeah, because, like, they had the boy kissing emote, so their tongue can be in yours. But, you know, I could be your roommate and go even deeper. Grim Dawn is good, too. It's a bit more big-brained. Actually, I supported Grim Dawn on Kickstarter, and I never, like, beat the game. I multi-classed, and I got, like, I don't know, 15, 20 hours in. I was still happy that I supported them because I think it's cool and a fun aesthetic. The character screen is pretty Diablo coded. Oh, even more so if I show you all the characters, because they just have like a guy with a bear. Because like all the characters, what do we got here? Sentinel, so like silly knight individual with a shield. That's not my class fantasy. I don't care about having a big long sword. I do like the idea of being like a bow individual. I think that is just cute and fun. Oh, you can't see my cursor, which I would like you to see my cursor. I think that's actually, because I have a 2 PC setup, I think that's going to be on not this screen, and that means I have to go over here and click it. It's so weird being a 2 PC boy. So display capture cursor, yes. And then theoretically, if I click back over here, it'll actually like show, yes. Okay, so I was correct. Yeah, the Crusader. Oh, Golden, you got it. You got my fountain pen letter in for you. Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoyed that. How does one qualify for the gray muzzle status? Well, I mean, I've heard in the past, and I don't believe that you just have to be over 30, Lamau. Is your boas on? Yeah. Coralith's tongue can go down throats from what I've heard. It does make sense that they can go even deeper. Yeah, you just have to sign a waiver where you have to tell me how long you can hold your breath without passing out, and then we do that long of kiss. Grim Dawn is the only RPG that has recaptured the feeling of playing in Diablo 2 as a kid. I really did enjoy playing it, yeah. Mouthfeel. If ever on a certain funny 3-letter substance, try eating a McDonald's hash brown. The texture is overwhelming on it. I recently did a drug test for my upcoming government job, and I was just joking around with somebody in DMs, and I said, oh, well, you know my just a little guy emoji? It's not a spotlight. It's actually just the fact that I've never had any drugs that they're going to be testing for. This is my anti-drug shield. I was such a good dare kid growing up that I just got this powerful aura around me that protects me from all drugs. But I pissed in a cup and it was fine. Oh, the wax seal has a very nice feeling to it. I have stimmed with a lot of the wax seals. People have told me it's kind of lame with the way that I do my wax seals, but I personally like it. I batch made like 20 wax seals one day, so in other words, it would last me like a fucking year of sending letters. And then I made them on like parchment paper, and then I just put them in my like a pantry basically. And when I send them off, I actually use hot glue to put them on, but I like that because it means it's easier to tear off and it does not break the letter. It just tears off the glue. It also means it's easier to hold on to the seal into the future because it doesn't have a bunch of fucking paper all over it. If it's over 30, then I'm a corpse. Well, don't worry, I can raise you. I have a necromancer over here. I'll bring you back. Your son is old enough to drink in Canada. Let's go. Being over 30 seems like way too soon of a cutoff. I mean, I agree too. God. It's a beaker. He's trapped and he needs your help. True. We'll just shake him about first though. You're working a response in a few weeks when I'm less busy. Oh. Lyra, hi. Nardo streams again already? I wanted to. Before I start my new job, I want to embrace the free time level that I have. Nancy Reagan lied to me. Your life has only gotten better after drugs. I feel like that's the majority of people I know. Hi, Zayden. Testa holds the piss up to the light. My God. Takes off the glasses. This is the cleanest piss I've ever seen. Yeah, and I get like I start getting letters from like water sports magazines of just like, bro, please get into this, please. Think about Gray Muzzle. It's one of those like over 30, 40, 50. Been to the Phantom a long time, yeah. Rawaz, RWAs, what's that? Around on Muck. I fit in the over 30, been around for a long time. Give your FA's AT. Who's that cute Nardo? Hi, Zayden. Arrararr. Do you have a writing desk when it's letter writing time? So Wolf Snubs, yes, but I'm such a, I don't know why I don't like using my desk as a spot for my journal. I literally, the last like 4 letters that I wrote, I sat on the floor. I sat on the floor with like a clipboard and I'm like, I don't know why I'm not embracing the desk that I bought and built. I love writing on the floor. It gives me dopamine. I can't tell you why. As someone who's worked in job security clearance, your entire working period, you've never done any interesting substances. So, Tarrant, my mom was in the Air Force for like, God, for like 30, 40 years, a really fucking long time. And she, when she was going to retire, she's like, Kelf, I'm really excited to like smoke weed again. And I'm like, good for you, Mom. Derek, hi Derek. I hope you had fun on Friday. Oh my gosh, it was a fun surprise seeing you there. You feel like a gray muzzle by 2 separate metrics at this point? I feel like gray muzzle is basically just a pejorative and it doesn't mean anything, and our characters are beautiful and we're beautiful and we're having a great time. You're into gray muzzle, so whether someone is or is not does not matter to you. Whatever gets you in the writing mood. So, Golden Pelt in chat just got my most recent fountain pen letter that I sent off. And them, and oh, actually Vin, Shadow Pen, both of them got my new style, quote unquote, a fountain pen letter. I used to do like the standard A4 sizes of paper, like essentially a legal pad, and I would just write one out. Nowadays, I have A5 pieces of paper, so half the size of a traditional piece of paper. And there's no lines and there's no dots. So I have a grid. I have a little light box. That's what they're called. I have like a tiny light box, and then I put it over a ruled piece of paper, and then I write on it. And it creates this nice, oh, even though there's no lines on the paper, it still looks perfectly spaced and everything. And I like it. Esoteric Eric did that for me on my fountain pen letter, and I talked to them about it. And I just said, I'm gonna steal all your ideas because this is great. The first time you had weed, you thought it was a hookah. I've still never had weed. It's just, as a concept, it doesn't interest me. The smell doesn't interest me. I've never done like any other styles of drugs other than just alcohol. So in other words, for having a government job, I think I'm the perfect candidate because I'm not interested in those things. Oh, you ended up having a really great night? Let's go! You love fountain pens. There's no better feel than on the paper. So true. My bullet journal right here, which you can probably hear if I knock on it. There we go. So I'm starting to fill it out. I'm 21 pages deep out of what, like 215, I think. Yeah, there's 215 pages here. I guess that doesn't count because like there's a bit of lead up with all the other pages. Oh yeah, it only really started on page 12, and now I'm on 21. But I filled 3 of those already in the past. The past 2 years, I filled 3 fountain pen journals. You're in a similar spot tonight. You consider dipping around in VR again if people are around. Haven't really decided what you're gonna do with tonight. I don't know if you know any of the people that are going there, Dare, because we have some friend overlap on the Fridays. There's another smaller Saturday meetup that my friend Bug Husbands and Lupin Sheep and Dr. Hawk host. And if you know anybody there, theoretically you could say hi, but I don't know if you do. A neat device to aid in keeping our lines aligned. It feels very nice, Wolf Snubs. I like it. Your fountain pens are so neglected, Libra. No. It's great if you need to have a good night's sleep, but during the day, kind of meh. I've been around many people who are incredibly weed focused, and every time they talk about it with me, I just don't want the experiences they're talking about, because essentially at the end of the day, what a lot of people tell me is they're like, oh, well, it clears your mind, like you're not going to worry about any of your stuff. I'm like, well, I have meditation for that. And there's another subset of friends who are like, oh, well, Kelif, like you just like lose yourself for a little bit. I'm like, I don't want that. I love myself. I know there's other cool things that drugs can do that basically nothing else can, which is enhance experiences in a completely different way. But I can't tell you why that does not appeal to me, but the idea does not. Maybe, you know, if I ever did a drug, I'd really love it, but I've never tried. Oh, yes, yeah, sorry, you're so right. Caffeine, fucking love caffeine. Everyone asks what the Narda's doing, never how the Narda's doing. How you doing, Cora? Hi, Phalwin. I'm doing really good. I stayed up way too late boy kissing. It was fucking great. I journaled a lot about it. I had a big smile on my face when I woke up this morning. I was also tired. But I had coffee and I had tea and then I had another tea and then I felt normal. You're having wine right now? It's first drink in like a week since you're working super late last week. Got home yesterday at 4 p.m. but up since 2 the day before. Wanted to do VR, feeling collapsed and slept. It felt so good. I love that you had good sleep. Caffeine is non-negotiable, yeah. You can tell me a special thing that weed does to you. Do not think it's unique. I'm happy to listen. The names do not ring a bell. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there might be people on your list who are about on Saturday. Unless you're blackout drunk, you're still all there, kind of just a silly little guy. I love 2-drink Kelif. 2-drink Kelif is perfect. 3-drink Kelif needs to calm the fuck down. But 2-drink Kelif, I really like. Outside at night in a low light region. Coke and fat doings, looking at the stars is nice. Spiritual sort of thing. Interesting. Yeah, spiritual is another element I've been told about with drugs. Being pretty clean to drugs and alcohol your whole life. Basically the same reason. Anytime the benefits are brought up, you always thought like, I mean, I'm good, I think. So weed, says Rego, typically feel a sensation emotion more than normal. You can only experience closeness and love and sensuality more impactful. You can be overwhelmed and brain mushed easily. True. Yeah, I did have a good weekend so far. And I was telling chat earlier, Phalwin, but I told my crush, I'm like, I know we normally hang out on Saturday, but I kind of want to stream and just be a silly little guy for a little bit. Like, do you mind if I just do that? And they're like, well, no, I'm just vibing tonight. It's whatever. So I don't know. Part of me felt bad. Is like, we have a, I don't know, silent agreement. Is that even correct to say? I don't think so. We just normally hang out on Saturday nights. That's why I don't stream on Saturday nights, because I'm normally just in a call being like, yeah, for like 6 hours. The only time I had any amount of alcohol was a few years ago. Very small amount of house and a piece of chocolate. Has never really interested you in the slightest. From like 21 to 27, I thought alcohol was stupid. And then I finally had something that I thought, actually, this was nice. And I mean, only in like the past 2 years have I embraced it in a more traditional format, where it's like I do it on a weekly cadence now. I think it puts little ghost waves on you that held you down for boys to loom. True. The zero drink Tarrant will stand in the corner of the party or even VR. 2-drink Tarrant will come out of the shell, be super happy. It's the perfect number. Yeah. Weed kind of chills you out, says Lyra. Feels easier to be physically relaxed and brainy. Music, it makes music fucking amazing. So like that is actually one of the only appeals I can imagine that drugs would have for me. Is like, oh man, I really like music, and I literally can just lay on the floor, listen to music, and stare at the ceiling and feel perfectly content if I'm really emotionally attached to the music. So if drugs can make that cooler, which I know they can, that is like one thing I think that could be interesting. Yeah, So you had a discussion the other day how interesting that weed just makes food taste better. Oh, is this, I mean, as somebody who's never done it, my brain is just like, I want munchies. But I'm assuming that's why, it's like you want to eat because it tastes so nice. The luxury of not growing up with the peer pressure definitely influenced you a lot, yeah. I had the opposite of a luxury growing up where like my father was an alcoholic, so I thought I should never do this ever. Gross, I hate that guy. But I found a healthy relationship with it, I think. Alcohol's fun. You definitely don't want to drink it more than once a week. Yeah, Friday, that's it, perfect. It makes me happy. And shrooms, I don't really know like anything about shrooms. Weed makes food like insanely good in music. Sensations are enhanced. You've never done a weed because laws and jobs are stupid about it. Don't know if you'd smoke it, you would try edibles. It's been offered to me probably 1,000 times in my life, but I've just never been interested, so I always said no. Oh, I also hate the smell of Terran. True, I think it's stinky. The most your parents had in the house a few non-alcoholic beers a couple times a year. Not a fan of the smell. It makes them just smoked either. I'm not a fan. I am a fan of tea and water. You've gotten like 2 or 3 offers. I always turn them down. It's a strange like place to be because it is legal in this part of the world where I am. And anytime that I say I haven't had it, I feel like the immediate gut reaction is people to be like, oh, well, I can get you some. I'm like, it's not that it's not available. I just don't think it's interesting. You've been around it too much, yeah. You love tea? Drinking tea during your stream today? Oh, Irish breakfast is really good. I mean, right now, because I don't want to be up late into the night, well, I mean, I do, but just not on caffeine. I have dandelion root, which is uncaffeinated, which makes me happy. If you're ever on the fence, keep an open mind. Only accept the offer, the environment's also perfect, true. No reason to go after something I don't want. Yeah, like, I've been in very safe environments. Like, 2 years ago, I did a furry cabin, and, like, a lot of fucking drugs were brought. Like, one dude had a box, and he was showing me it, and I have no context of drugs, but I have context of money. He's like, yeah, Kellev, this is like $700 worth of weed. I'm just like, I don't know why, but fuck, that's a lot. And people were smoking up a storm during that cabin, and it was completely isolated from the world. So if I was going to do it there, then that would have been the perfect spot. Oh, you had an Irish breakfast too? Well, the thing is, you say that, but I know you dipped some bullshit into it. So it was Irish breakfast plus whatever you had laying around on your desk. Everyone's still doing drug tests, even though it's legal. Yeah, I do not understand the reason that I needed a drug test, aside from just formalities and its government. Because, like, it's all work from home. I'm not going to go into, like, Mr. John Government's house. You went to college in LA, was more than available, yeah. You never push substances on people 100%. You're happy to talk about what you've done in your experiences. I think that's the best way to approach it. Because you want somebody to be interested on their own merits, not on peer pressure merits. That's a mid-range video card. You did Oreos and a Hostess donut? What? It's not even Irish breakfast. That's Irish breakfast and dessert. Oh, man. I could buy so much tea with $700. I could do so much more with $700 than weed. Gyoju, hi. That's an American breakfast? Irish and American breakfast? I love that a completely unplanned stream can lead to an hour of bullshit, horny conversation and other things. I love Twitch.tv. I think half the reason I never appealed to you, I've been very lucky. Everyone in your life has been really respectful about you saying that you're not interested in. Never got peer pressure, but it was also never a forbidden fruit. I love that for you, yeah. Your husband hates the Irish breakfast? Oh, even though he loves like Evertea, that one, you've been going through it. My husband only drinks lemon ginger tea and only when he's sick. Otherwise, it's all coffee. He's also that person who has a manual press espresso machine and makes 2 shots every single morning. So he's very much coffee over tea. Having $700 would be very helpful. Yeah, you can do so much with $700 fucking dollars. The conversation could be hornier. You're right, chat. What's horny bullshit we could talk about? I mean, drugs could technically entertain that idea as well. But, do I even talk about this? I'll talk about it in an obfuscated way. So I messaged my crush on Thursday, and I was like, hey, crush, you're gonna be around on Friday, right? And they said, yeah, question mark. And I didn't mention it, but quietly between my words, I was hoping they'd pick up on, well, you know, we didn't do anything last week, wink. So wouldn't it be nice if that happened? And I basically said, should I like make sure to, I'll just say it. It's like, should I not come until tomorrow? And they're like, I think that'd be nice. And then I did. So your job drug tests, because we sometimes program big machines. The problem in the test is that if you've done weed in the last 30 or 60 days, then it's the last 12 hours wherever you've been on shift. Whoa! Don't Coralith streams always turn into an hour of horny shit? They do! But I'm still, like, thankful that it happens. Like, with Caliph streams, I get it. Like, Caliph streams, I understand, because I have, like, a post-it full of stories, I have a Pura full of images, I have things that I want to talk about in a directed direction to go. I literally have no plans when I hit go live on this channel. So that's why it surprises me. Weed always gets you hornier too. I love that for you. Your husband and I do coffee in the early morning, then switch to tea. I actually do that same thing, Taryn. I like to have, well, I like to either have matcha in the morning or coffee. And if the more tired I am, the more likely it's coffee. And 80% of the time it's coffee. And then afternoon is like tea. So there's a wizard on screen right now. something mage hands. True. Chat, how do you feel about ghost hands and images smile? Hey crush equals hey Dragon's Dogma Dragon. I love Dragon's Dogma Dragon. God. And then I did. Then I did. It's true. Then I did. Then I did, and I was very good at it. Smile. Hi, Hurry. Hurry. Because of Zeke, Pine Martin Zeke. When I woke up at fucking 2 in the morning on Friday, I'm like, God, I'm dying. I can't fall asleep. What should I do? I reinstalled Risk of Rain 2, and I did one run as Huntress, and I'm like, oh yeah, this game's really cool. Then, I don't know any of the level names, but like the one that's basically a circle, and it's purple, and there's low gravity, and there's like small rocks flying around. I spent 20 minutes finding the teleporter. Like, I knew it was ha 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 ha. I knew I was gonna fucking die, but I was just like, I'm committed to finding the teleporter, even if the second anything spawns, it's gonna one-shot me. I must have walked by it like 20 goddamn times. I literally, I hit escape in the game, I Googled it, I'm like, what is any hint to find the stupid fucking teleporters in Risk of Rain 2? And I actually didn't know this, but apparently if you see any background particles, they are getting sucked toward the teleporter. I didn't know this, so I was just like, no, I don't believe that. And I started a new game with the intent of not finishing, and I just paid attention to background particles. And I looked and I'm like, oh, these are pointing towards a wall. And sure enough, it was like in a ramp that was in that wall. And I'm like, oh, well, I wish I knew about the background suck particles before I wasted 20 minutes looking for a teleporter. But I know now. You feel smile about them? Depends on what the ghost hands do. So if they squeeze a belly, Gyoju's like typing 100 times. You'd have to do iced tea. You know what? I'm actually never really enjoyed iced tea. I think it just tastes like, I don't know, watered down sugar. I feel like I've never seen the appeal. Arnold Palmer's, I see the appeal, like lemonade and tea. Hell fucking yeah. And I know it's sacrilegious because I grew up in the South, but like I've never seen the appeal of iced tea. I don't get it. Honestly, even iced coffee, every time I have it, I think I'd rather just be having hot coffee, but I think I just want the hotness. Mage hands, ghost hands is not one of your kinks, but like, you get it though. You just think they're neat, The level's so easy to get lost in. I think because also I hadn't played the game in like probably a year, I did not realize that teleporter looked different on that level specifically, which like design-wise makes sense because you can make different choices there than you can in the other teleporters. But I had forgotten that, so I was not looking for that particular shape. Definitely easy to get lost sometimes. That's really fun. It is cool. I love Huntress so much. Temper Fox, hi. Hope we're doing well. Growing up in Arizona, you're super into iced tea. No sugar. Whoa. Oh, raspberry iced tea? I love raspberry. You make cold tea, lemonade at home. It's so delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Thai iced tea, condensed milk. What is that called? Yeah, it's so delicious. Condensed sweet milk? Yeah. Have some tea mix at home. You should make some. Every time I go to like the local Vietnamese place, I always get a Thai iced tea. Why are we the same person? Raspberry's so fucking good. I love raspberry. That's a lot of the times when I have tea while I'm streaming at night, I have a red raspberry tea. It's so nice. Doing well. Oh, we're doing well too. I'm gonna hop into VRC for a bit. Are you gonna do horny boy bullshit? Oh, sorry, that's my VRC schedule. You want to get food and you're still I have done nothing in the game, Thundy. I'm just talking to chat. I have done no clicking. I've done no clicking. Hi, Varus. Hi. It's called Last Epoch. It's an ARPG, although like Diablo and stuff. But I've literally just been horny talking with Twitch chat instead of playing. Party with bullshit is also your plan for VRC. Let's go! Is that why you're doing additions to your VR chat avatars? You want to have horny surprises for friends? Coral with having all the horny chat build up before stream. Maybe. I mean, if so, I wish you a delightful orgasm tonight, Temper. Is that weird to say? Do you just like pat your friend in the back when they leave the house of like, have a nice nut, bro? Is that like weird? Should I not say that? I'm gonna sip my tea. Yeah, I actually think Spellblades are really cool. And I can actually talk about the game too. We've not been doing that at all. But like at some point in the game, it's pretty early on. I think it's like 3-4 hours in, but I'm a slow gamer, so it's probably faster. Once you get there, you can like choose a subclass. They're called masteries in this game. But there is a Spellblade, and I think Spellblade as a concept is so sexy. There's Rune Master, there's Sorcerer, so basically Mage plus. But yeah. Last Epoch, leave the character screen, select percent, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 35 seconds by KoralithDragon, SGDQ 2027. Semi-horny surprise for one specific boy, yes. I have nothing horny on my pupper. It's not even just obfuscating, I just don't. And like, honestly, I really love the theater of the mind that I do with my crush, but I still daydream about adding something just to make them smile at some point. Your appetite's coming back? I love that for you. I can orgasm in front of you? Whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, Temper, when and where? Hi. Orgasm responsibly. You're genuinely interested in this game? I mean, if you like ARPGs, I do think they're cool. Koyo. Hi, Koyo. Koyo, I was talking about it with Ribbon Systems. They use different name colors to represent like who is fronting in the system. Is that something the Koyos do too? I asked them if they had like a legend, and they said, no, I don't. That's a good idea. If you do the same thing, do you have a legend? Sioban. What if I like Kajumming irresponsibly? I also encourage this. Chat, completely unrelated, I also washed my skirt by hand today, and it's been wet all fucking day. It turns out drying things by hand takes a long time, but I also don't want to put my very gentle, nice, elastic skirt in the dryer, so I'm not going to. Right now, you know, it's a little TOS Temper. I don't think I can answer that for you. Nothing horny the pupper. What do you call the cute collar? So there is no leash attached to the avatar. There is just the collar, quote unquote, just. It is really nice, I will say that. But you can't like pull me around by it. I guess world specific, if you could pick me up, technically you could. But yeah, there is no leash attached to it. That has to be done inside of a world. Discord never notifies me at come times. You know what, Mage Kai? I should actually embrace the use of like roles of like, do you want to get notified about Kelif? Hit this. Do you want to get notified about Koralith? Hit this. But honestly, doing meta Discord bullshit is so unappealing to me. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Kelif, how do you stay so organized and like journal and meditate and like go on runs? I'm like, oh, well, it's easy. It's because I care. But the idea of doing like Discord meta organization, like, ugh, I hate it. That's a smart idea though. I should do that. Yeah, Andy, I've done nothing. Hi. Does it have spiders in it? I do not remember explicitly, but honestly, so many ARPGs do. I think my assumption would be yes. No legend, but yes, we do. You can send me the one that have for the ribbons and ours. Yeah, you should. I do not remember all of them, but I'm gonna want to learn. Understandable. Oh, and maybe if this is Picarto, do they allow that? I don't think so. But yeah. Anyway, temper high. We love proper skirt care. True. Look into, oh, so that makes sense. I've heard OSC can basically like do fucking everything in terms of like cool horny mod bullshit. But I'll open up my Obsidian and put OSC leash on there. Why not? Research OSC leash, and then I'll tag Kobe in my notes. Discord need cum alerts. God, it's imagine just a channel in my Discord that's age restricted where it's just like Kelif came at this day and at this time. Worst ideas ever. Watch Koralith play before deciding to buy the game. I don't know if I'll like get anywhere. I'm just talking with chat. It's actually just a burner channel to see how far you can push TOS. It basically is. I'm waiting for the email from John Twitch to be like, hey bro, you have to calm down. But I haven't gotten that yet, so. Never heard of this game before. It's like an ARPG, a la like Diablo. It's just weird, it always notifies me with the Kelif channel going live. Oh, well, I mean, like, I intentionally do the at everyone when I have Kelif, and I've just always had the mental pattern of never like adding everybody or adding here or anything for Koralith streams. Hi. So Epoch got one of the secret Koralith streams. I do like having them kind of be secret and unplanned, yeah. You'll be trying to cludge OSC leash under your nose ring. People can pull me around by it. No luck so far, you're getting close. So I wonder if it's just because like there's, well, I don't know if there would be a bone on that. Are they, I'm assuming they're attached to bones and not like meshes. If you want some time, it can be set up a leash contact receiver. Yeah, Felix is actually like really smart with all of the avatar stuff. I was teasing Bug Husbands yesterday, Felix, also hi Felix, where I was just like, oh yeah, last week I saw you talking with Felix and you said you would go to the Discord and get all this stuff. They were using like the Moonfang Dragon. And I was like, did you get around to that? And they were like, maybe. Which I thought was cute. Local dragon discusses silly things while scrolling wizards patiently in the background. They are! How do they keep that flame for so long? They're like me. This is a game. This is a game T stream. Love the games in the main menu for 2 hours. Quit. Lamau. What is a game that people like beg me to play? Fortnite. Imagine like I loaded up Fortnite, had it on the main menu screen, and literally never hit start. Is that app you can accord when and where you poop? Just cum alert channel in Discord to be that. Yeah, the Moonfang is literally incredibly sexy. Bug is very powerful. Vadio's also powerful. Vadio, did you finish the DLC for the Stray Gods? I lurked and I actually heard one of the songs. It happened. I heard a Stray Gods song. I didn't know that you could make choices about like, you know, make the song more intense or like bring in horns or play violins. I thought that was really interesting. I did. I heard one. Vadio's so good. Gang, 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 gang. Oh, so that was unique to that song. So most of the times they are just like set pieces. Oh, you played the DLC twice? I love that. Should I actually play the game, Chad? Is that like a weird idea? It's been an hour and 14 minutes. I guess if I can't come for Temper live on stream, I have to play the game. I clicked away, so I have to like actually type it out again. Grayscale Koralith. This is the class that I played around with offline before. So they're gonna have a lightning boy. Oh yeah, I love that with the more information. I don't know how to trigger. Is that Shift, Control, Alt? There we go. It actually like tells you the damage scaling and stuff. So it scales with intelligence. I'm assuming they all scale with intelligence. Oh, but they scale in like different ways. Some of them are percentage per damage. Some of them are like mana efficiency with intelligence. I don't really care about like shields. I usually like dodging in games like this over shields. Wouldn't hurt, yeah. Yeah, so the Spellblade preview. So mastery class chosen during the campaigns. They have Shatter Strike. So you can melee of 2 arcs that strike enemies in a circle, dealing cold damage, instantly kill. So it's an execution style thing where it kills at a certain health. Scales with cold, melee, area, dexterity, intelligence. Flame Reeve, a melee attack that releases a wave of flames for your weapon, cleaving through enemies in a cone in front of you. Is less effective against ranged enemies. Enchant weapon, always fucking sexy. Enchant your weapon with elemental power. Melee attack still 50% more elemental damage for 5 seconds. Firebrand grants you a stack of Firebrand, but if it's an enemy, each stack of the Firebrand buff increases the size of the subsequent Firebrand attacks and adds melee fire damage. So it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, apparently up to 4 times. Surge, a quick fix distance dash, hits all enemies in the path of the lightning melee attack. That's pretty sexy. You could ever hear melee seriously because you say melee. I mean, as somebody who says like hello and other things strangely and roof. No one says roof. People say roof. I don't know why. I just say roof. So you make choices in the songs and change the lyrics and instruments you use. So they like re-recorded different parts of the songs a lot for different choices. You reset the Kelf off stream. You can use your substreak and retain the emotes. I know you love the Kelf OO. You saw roof like rook. Melee is technically the correct way of saying it. Hi, Kyoshi. Pupper pilled roof. Yeah, I you know what? I enjoy roofing. I was petting Matthew yesterday in VR chat, another wonderful pupper, and we just went back and forth for, not exaggerating, 30 seconds of just like, and I talked to them in a Discord call today after the fact, and I told them, I was surprised you kept going. And they said, I wanted to call your bluff, and I assumed you would stop at some point. And I said, no, I was not going to stop. I was going to infinitely go, just forever. You get made fun of because you say four for 4 at times. For four. I actually don't know how to pronunciate that with the UR. Oh, sorry, like probably like that. Perpetually making sounds. I love stimming with sounds. Ruff, ruff. So one 6-minute song has about 2 hours of variations based on choices. That's so cool, actually. It's like Foo Fighters. Foo-er. Anyway, I already know how to play this character. Grayscale Koralith. I am not a hardcore enjoyer. I like the idea of being able to die. I actually do like solo self-founds. If people are unfamiliar with like ARPGs, the idea of a solo account found or a solo character found is you have to provide everything. You can't go to like a market board or anything like that. Your friend can't drop you bullshit. You have to get everything yourself. I always play these types of games alone. I just enjoy that gentle experience. So, solo character found. Call your rough. Is that how they call me over?
There was darkness.
Hey, there's plot to these games.
Only terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed, and yet, in her world.
Do you like dying? Specifically drowning?
Majasa of the desert. Largon of the sea.
I actually do know people who are really into like horny art of people getting very low on breath and water.
And heroes of the frozen tundra.
I want to be hard, not hardcore. Literally.
Without her, there was conflict. Then wars.
Oh, it was Mulk instead of Milk. I remember a YouTube sketch just about this.
The sun that would pull the world into his flame.
I understand the idea of the appeal of breath play, as in you get lightheaded, and that can feel nice in certain scenarios.
It still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected.
Unexpected.
A traveler.
Is this me?
Willing to walk into the flames of war.
I love war. No, I don't actually.
Why? Was it honor they saw?
Oh, it's like a fill in your own blank.
Power. Redemption.
It's literally crashed. What the I spent well, actually, no, the game didn't crash. I got a stop code, an unexpected kernel mode trap blue screen. This is what I get for trying to play a game on my fucking Coralith stream. I got a Windows stop code error. I don't know. I've had 2 blue screens in the past month on this computer, which makes me nervous for my gaming PC. But again, all the better reason to have a 2 PC setup. I'm safe here. I edged the game too long, literally. Literally. What was the code? I think it said Windows stop code. I have one of those like who crashed programs, so I can look up the message after the fact. I mean, I know how to go to the, I forget the name of it, but like the logs, the collection of those to see what the actual fatal error was. But I think it just said Windows stop code. Who crashed? Well, my PC barely just started. Event viewer. Thank you. I'd forgotten that name. WinBG. I don't know WinBG. I have who crashed on this computer. For you, it's not as much about the getting lightheaded or passing out. It's more of a control loss. Ooh. I feel like most of the times when I hear people talk about why they like a kink, it feels like 70% of the time it relates to control somehow, which is understandable because that's very sexy. Yeah, who crashed? Who crashed? Home edition. I have to hit analyze. Bad software. Yeah, so when was the last crash? So actually the 15th was the last crash that I had, which is very recent. So unexpected kernel mode trap is exactly what it said. Unexpected kernel mode trap. So I'm gonna leave this open for later for me to actually explore. I'm actually a very big believer in shutting down my computer every time I'm done using it, including my work computers and stuff. So for me, I never expect to have issues relating to like just being up for a long time. So I don't know what that one's related to. Control and possessiveness. You use Linux? That's so sexy of you though. Almost every single thing I'm into is related to Control, Lamau, yeah. Say yes to breath play. So going to the Midwest, you have a plain accent, but is impacted by a bajillion influences. You have a slight redneck drawl at times. Work in a restaurant, you get very street or slangy. I never like attempt to like mimic other people, but sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it just happens where I think to myself, oh, I'm gently mimicking this individual near me. Oh, like orange? Oh, orange instead of orange. That's cute though. I think everybody's voice and accent is cute and good and should only be lightly teased and not fully made fun of. Your computer gets reboot like once or twice a year? I could never. I feel like it's so... I feel like the idea of having a neutral state where everything is essentially confirmed to be the same and then going from there is really nice. And even though restarts don't perfectly do that, they attempt to do that. So make sure kinks are about giving up control. Occasionally just giving up thoughts. Because you have to use your brain all the time, it just gets tired. Yeah, you need somebody else to be able to do that for you sometimes. There's always the moment where you go, well, I'm not into it, I'm ambivalent to it. But then the idea of, well, if the other person being into it makes you into it, so like, yeah, nice little loop there. The only sexy Linux user out there is Xenia, probably. I get that reference. If you forget where it was, you remember seeing a website a while back that broke down fetishes through a more like psychological lens? That's interesting. Caliph so sweet. Oh man, I am horny for tildes. This is my kink. It could be reborn as Koralith and choose a fantasy archetype. Well, it would be mage if I could log into my fucking video game. You do subconsciously. You lived to the first generation Filipino immigrant for a while. Didn't notice she picked up an accent after a while. She thought I was mimicking. I have definitely accidentally done that to customers in food service, and I always felt like a piece of shit about it. Have I checked if my BSOD computer is updated at all? Well, I have not actually looked in a little bit. Update. Check for updates. Tilde, tilde, tilde. Apparently I'm up to date according to Windows Update. The moon is looking kind of orange. Oh, it's a harvest moon. I was at a family event, a birthday for my husband's sister on this past Thursday, which is why I didn't stream on Thursday. And apparently that's called that, is if it's like an orange or a reddish moon, it's a harvest moon, which I did not know until that conversation. Try check online for updates. It lies. It always lies. I'll check. Windows update. Check for updates. Kind of orange. Kind of orange. Why would it lie? Just be a base of my computer and lie to me? And I clicked it and it says I'm also up to date. One of your autistic survival traits is mimicry. The longer that you spend around people, the more they start to pick up their speech patterns and mannerisms. I have been autistic coded for a while, according to people in my Twitch chat, and this is just another element of that. Let's see. I need to do this in a very certain way. I will look up these like codes after the fact. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Honestly, this computer is pretty old by now. Like, all of the parts are pretty old. I think the only thing I've upgraded is the... Yeah, it would have just been the graphics card and the processor. It's like the only thing I've upgraded in a long time. Oh, sorry, motherboard too, because I had to do that when I got a new graphics card. It tickled your brain for research. Oh, no, I don't mind. I am happy to hear any suggestions. So when you're... Oh, sorry, yeah. You get self-conscious about it. You don't think anyone that matters anyway. Mine's too much, yeah. One thing at the end of the stop code is checking your network adapter updates and finding info being CPU related. That's interesting. Well, and because I do a 2PC setup, theoretically, unless the game I'm playing is online like Tekken, I don't need to be on the internet if it does happen to be network adapter related. Steam Proton helps a ton with never having to use Windows ever again. Hell yeah. Mimicry and masking are big-time neurodivergent survival strats. Oh, God. Imagine masking in public. Professional systems architect in a 100% Linux network. Neuron activation. Chat, what is the last thing that activated your neurons? Enter video game. And remember that I made them at the very least. All right, let me make sure audio is piping. Audio is piping. Am I allowed to play? Is this legal? If I blue screen again, I'm gonna go horny text my crush instead. Oh, sorry, I have to actually, oh God, 2PC setup problems. I have to actually pipe the correct monitor over. Do this, do this, do this. All right, I know my system very well at least. Ah, oh yes, beautiful. Gorgeous greenery and gameplay. Wouldn't it be nice to be 100% in Linux? I've never tried. I've had a lot of like old computer bullshit sitting around, like old laptops and stuff, which would have been perfect to just try around.
Not kind to my bones.
The keepers. So I feel like basic attack is completely pointless, and I should just have lightning blast, and therefore I don't need anything there. Yeah, this is me. Let's see. What is any of the buttons? Oh, that's interesting to me is that the bindings here, they actually still make you do an animation even if you don't have anything bound to them. You've wondered if you're somewhere on the spectrum. You've said, I don't understand people too many times. I mean, same. God, I was doing stuff for my new job today, which I was like filling out forms, which I know it's the weekend, but whatever, I was doing it. And one of those was just like answering security questions. And literally every single security question choice, I thought, who gives a shit about any of this information? I don't know any of this. And it made me feel so alien, as I am very often to do, comparing myself to regular people. Yeah, I never know what to put for security questions because I don't think about any of that stuff. Meanwhile, your Steam wishlist goes from 209 to about 12 if you select for Linux support. No! I also have like an over 200 Steam wishlist. Used to be a server admin as a full stack dev. Hi, whoa! Back before you deleted Twitter because the Muscanine, your favorite tweet of all time was, what's your famous Linux joke? Your response, CentOS. Crickets, probably. It's true. I am unaware of CentOS. You know someone who likes to tinker with customization a lot? You've been convinced to be too scared to try Linux. I'm definitely not scared of lava bugs. Are they like mechanical? They are like mechanical. They're kind of very orb-pilled, so very like Narda chonk. Can I even equip swords? I can. Can I cast? I can. That's actually surprising to me. Oh, so there's no like spell damage associated with the items, therefore it's like not worth doing. But I could put it on. So if I find a sword with spell damage, then like that's just a thing I can do. Oh, it's a distro? Oh, that like IBM murder. I'm taking damage. Use health potions to restore your health. They're found frequently and can be bought from vendors. So that is 1. It's 1, so it'd be this. Well, you can use it when full, which I already don't like. Your understanding of others is very often external and more analytic. In a way, you're definitely empathetic, but the way in which I interface with others feels alien at times. Yeah, same. I agree with that. You are valid. Failwin is valid. They are a good puppy. Why would I call somebody valid when I can call them a good puppy instead, and I know they like it? What is it called? Like orb walking, where like you just like click and then hit an ability. I actually enjoy that like gaming feeling of orb walking. Hate when games let me heal from full HP. Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine for sure. Customer service forced me into it. Yeah, I'm good at pretending to be normal because I did 10 years of food service. See, you are a good puppy. What a good puppy. What a good puppy who deserves to be tugged around. It's what most of the website servers use. It's so wonky. Food service is the worst. I'm very thankful I am done with food service, yeah. Oh, we call it stuttering. Stuttering. And wow, interesting. I think I got orb walking from like League of Legends, so therefore, if it's associated with League of Legends, the answer is probably bad. In the hands of a fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. Is the Keeper like Phaelwyn's Keeper, whoever's like holding the leash? It's addressed to you.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid.
Is the aid like snacks?
As keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Atera's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand.
So can it be like Raria, like a dragon? You're trying to get a friend out of food service, get them a job at the bank, get them away from the customers, you'll be happy. Just hope they will be. It's a very different pace. Like you had talked about how like, you know, in food service, you walk around, you're constantly moving, you're constantly doing things. And being sedentary is like night and day. Like you have to force yourself to stand as opposed to force yourself to sit. It's insane. Yeah. I mean, I know it's been very kind to you, even if it's very different. So I hope they enjoy the shift. Hold, leash, and mouth. Chat, can anybody walk a Phaelwyn right now? It sounds like they need to go outside.
He wishes to destroy us and steal Atera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
My help. Me Gongaga? I love being Gongaga. Walkies, walkies. Gonna stutter step. You made it fun to do little squats or push-ups throughout the day, or like take stairs a second time while working. That's cute. I think that's very smart. I'm so happy that I did get like a what do you call it? Like a yoga ball. I'm so happy that I have a yoga ball while working because it lets me like stim with my body. Like that's one of the reasons I love VR chat is just the constant body stim of wiggles, giggles, and twirls. Brings me a lot of joy. I was actually wondering if it was like a hold, like a chain lightning. It's not. So the clicking that I'm doing, I think, is actually the correct way to approach that. A little tug. I love Nardod tug. I like that I have really like horny coded emotes, which I know this is a horny coded channel, but still, it brings me joy of like having the Nardod chonk, which is some people's things, having the Nardod tug, some people's things, fireball. I mean, they're fire coded, so I feel like fireball's a bad idea, right? I don't know if it would actually be like an AoE. Is it faster? Can I spam this faster? I don't think so. All right, let me actually like hover over this stuff. So 66 damage per second, estimated 41 damage per second, but they probably resist the fire a little bit more, so I think it's negligible increase. Has a 40% chance to ignite on hit. Okay, that's actually better than. Added spell damage applies 125% effectiveness. Oh yeah, I can hold this too. Oh, it actually tells me the percentage damage increase because of my stats, which I do appreciate. Not thinking about being smushed. Not thinking about being smushed. Not thinking about being smushed. I have a feeling you're thinking about being smushed, Rhaego. The Phoenix is dead. They'll come back later. They always do. You're trying to bring at least small weights to work, better for stretches. I love that idea. That's cute and good. Nardatug is the best emo. I'm glad that you like it. I know you love using that sticker. I forgot you were an artist again. That's really fair and valid, Lurk, because I really do. I do like gift art or emotes or stickers, and like that's it. A very nice friend in VR chat on Friday was like, "Oh, Caliph, like if you open for commissions again, you know, you should keep me in mind." And all I could think in the moment, not that I told them, was, I don't want to do commissions. I love doing things to make me smile or friends smile, and I have that exact level of skill to do. So I'm currently working on a secret project for a friend that a couple people in chat know about. And that's great. That is the largest source of joy. I don't need the money. I don't care about drawing beautiful paintings or gorgeous backgrounds. I want to make my friends smile or giggle. Cal, if you would heckin' commission me, what would you have me draw if you did? You don't really stand up, so you don't mess up things. You stood up on Friday, catching your tail swishing around and into the vision, lit up your brain. Good. I fucking love standing up and wiggling in VR so much. Your big pieces have such good shapes and line work. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Smiles and giggles is the best goal. Ah, gosh. Southpaw, maybe? I mean, Southpaw's really cute. I did a fun drawing them. You, every time you see your wings, yeah. I mean, I'm a huge gesture fan. I really, really enjoy just like capturing the feel or capturing the weight of an object. Yeah, go get those nerds in VR, Thundy. Go get them. Go snuggle them. Go say nerd, 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 nerd. Lots of horny coded stuff. Who would go do that? Go on the internet and be horny. Who would do that? Yeah, can I hold this? Oh, I can. What are all my buttons? I was gonna play around and then my game crashed earlier, so I didn't. Deathless character. That's me. That'll not be that way forever. I don't know what any of this means yet. V, B, G. I'm just looking through stuff. Oh, there's actually a little game guide here. I appreciate that. H. Social. That's not gonna happen. I socialize with Twitch. Factions. I don't care about that. Cosmetics. Don't care. Inventory. Blessings. Appearance. Yeah, crafting materials. I never got into the crafting of this game. I've only found swords. And I can't use, well, I could technically use swords, but there's no spell damage. Like, why would I care? give me something else. I'm like naked basically. Now I'm naked. Oh, is this a better look for me? I wonder if Caliph would enjoy drawing a kobold and a kitsune cuddling together. Oh my gosh. I actually rarely draw like 2 characters. Apparently past me changed the binding. What is this supposed to be? The spacebar is what I put here. Is it E? Z? It's not right click middle mouse? What did past me change it to? It would be under gameplay somewhere. Change input keys. Move, force move. Evade is unbound. It's literally unbound. I mean, spacebar is a great idea for this. A QWE. I'll probably just change you to R. Replace R. Evade space. Oh, yeah. See, that's definitely going to be very useful. And, so, like, how long is the cooldown of that? It's pretty long, right? And you can have 2 stacks, but still. In this household, we tank everything. No. That's Merlikaz's household. That's what they do, is they face tank everything, but it doesn't work in Elden Ring. Bear? Find a fast bear. I actually do want to set you on fire. Oh, you see they're ticking? 8 damage, 15. It looks like the last tick of fire damage does more than the constant ticks, which I think is cool. Oh, yes, the sparklers. Oh, yes, I'm frolicking. Oh, I'm here to take beautiful photos of myself and share them on the internet. Oh, I appreciate that if I click on the map, quote unquote, I still go towards that direction. Eyes of Raya. I never even looked at their name before. I was just appreciating their orbs. I'm a professional orb appreciator. Dodge is for weaklings, take it on the chin, so I should unbind it is what I'm hearing. Hi, Morpheus. I don't know, my chin isn't that strong though. It's kind of like covered in hair. Does that soften the blow of all the hits I could take? Maybe. I do like it's a very like magey dodge, like I float for a little bit. That's showing off your constitution. Oh my god, an actual upgrade question mark? 5% increased movement speed, 7%. I'll take that 2%. The burning forest. I mean, I just got fireball. Is somebody gonna blame me for burning it down? I hope not. A very Gen from Riven thing going on. I have not played Riven since like my childhood. Oh, big scorched crawlers. Oh, wow. They actually had way more range than I gave them credit for. Legends Ascent. Oh, sorry. I was thinking like, oh, is this a bit? Like, what are the legends? Am I the legend? Am I the legendary dragon for taking so many tongues down my throat? And now I remembered we talked about legends, literally. They're having a bad day. The bodies are burnt beyond recognition. They were, I can't read the lore. I can't read the lore. Eyes of Raya. Get out of here. Oh, that's just it's like latency. I was like, why do I have like 3 bars? And now I understand. 3 bars good. I thought they were actually fighting against each other. Oh, they were damaging each other, but then they looked at me. Oh, I hadn't seen the feather attack. The feather attack was cool. It was partially phrased to be a bit, 'cause fantasy. Ooh, chat, who brought like marshmallows? We can like start roasting over here. We have Moltres at home. It very much has that energy. I remember I took a photo of Gyoju like standing in a fire in VR chat, and they looked incredibly ominous positive. I have that photo somewhere on my computer. I have an egregious number of like photos from VR chat. Snap freeze. Well, it already started on cooldown. I do have potions. There we go. I decided to use one. A high stun avoidance. Oh, so I just got the fire tick. So I think the play is to get them to be ignited and then start using lightning. Oh, you have marshmallow fluff. Delicious.
Was there a family?
They're gone now.
It was my mistake.
Did you start this forest fire? I mean, I feel like a very sexy bear is going to be really disappointed in you.
They were cornered, and there were so many.
Oh, I love being cornered by a big, handsome individual. Being loomed over by a handsome guy, and you're in a corner.
I can handle Ospreys. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it, and they left.
I mean, you look pretty burly. Look, you could pick me up over your shoulder and take me to your encampment.
Thanks. Are you also here for the peace talks?
Sure.
Good, because so am I. Name's Goose.
Oh, I accidentally skipped that, my bad.
Come, let me watch you.
Come already? Damn. I mean, Temper Fox said the same thing. Let's see. Passive system information. Getting passive node points. Gain passive points by leveling up, completing quests, advancing your passive levels. Your trees will unlock new skills and passives. Mastery classes. We're not there yet. Initially place points in your base class tree. Have the opportunity to choose a mastery class during your adventure. Once you choose a mastery class, you'll gain access to the left section of each of those. Yeah, we can look at them. Yeah, That's too much. We only have this one right now anyway. So what are my choices? I can get more health and more mana, up to 8 points. Increase all my elemental damage. I like the idea of hopping between elements, so I think that is pretty sexy right now. Intelligence, so scaling and resistances. It says alt for information. Each point of intelligence grants 4% word retention, which we don't even have a skill that can do that yet. Improves skills that rely on carefully studied magic, such as lightning blast and mana strike. So essentially all of my damage skills will go up by 4% that I have currently. But 7% is more than 4%, so this would be better for my current stuff, but this would be better for the future. And health. What is 12? 12 is like 10%. I actually don't know how to open that menu again. It was P. I knew it'd be P. And this can build towards 2 other things here. So this builds towards Arcane Current. We hit an enemy with a lightning skill, you cast Arcane Current and additional enemies. Kind of like. Oh, so there it is. I love how this is set up with like the nested info. If I press Alt, it actually shows it to me. This is so nerd-coded positive. The effect has a 5-second cooldown. And then, okay, so basically extra trigger on lightning or extra trigger on fire, which elemental this will lead to. And I could choose either of those. All right, 1 point. Spent. Okay, so we got this. Snap freeze. Freeze enemy in a cone in front of you. Lasts for 2 seconds. That would have been so useful, but it wouldn't cool down as soon as I unlocked it. 20% of the remaining cooldown recovered when you freeze an enemy, including snap freeze itself. The effect can for a maximum of 2 times each second. Let's see. Oh, it gains efficiency per intelligence scaling. Okay. So it'll cost less mana with time. Oh, it wasn't even hopping during that. I'm a terrible kangaroo. It wasn't even hopping. Oh yeah, they're mega frozen. It says enrages at half health. I didn't appreciate that before. Oh, I can make this bigger. Perfect. I love having big maps. I did not like having big maps when I played these styles of games when I was younger, but I think I kind of like the overlay now. I really jump back and forth. I do this constantly when I play these styles of games. Stop it. I was looking at chat. You can't ambush me when I'm talking to chat. That's literally homophobic. How many swords have I found so far today? Hello? 4. Well, this is a dagger. It doesn't really count. It's still sharp and pointy and not slow and blunty, which is what I'm looking for. I wonder how likely I am to actually ignite on somebody. I'm gonna play around with the settings. It looks like it's not as smooth as it could be. You jerk. Display. Oh, borderless window. I almost always prefer that. I feel like that almost always has better performance. Looking for something blunty but doesn't smoke. True. That already looks better. Let's see. So I want to go this way. Nothing. A hidden path. I mean, this is blunty, but it could smoke if we lit it on fire, so I don't want it. I need a fire retardant object. Oh, a brass scepter? Actually, yes. That sounds right up my alley. I assume I'm using a scepter right now. Yes. Get out of here. Okay. So I do have a brass scepter. And this has increased critical strike chance, so it's just better because this doesn't have any like blue text on it. Actually, are they handsome and even look? They have talons? I think talons are neat. They also have armor that shows off their midriff, which I also think is incredibly sexy. I personally am a fan of completely impractical like fantasy armor, please and thank you. Oh, look at their tail feathers. They lifted right there. Oh my gosh. So he has like this nice freeze ability. This is the different scepter of Sleet, a chance to chill on hit. Oh wow, you can really see everything when you hold alt. Holy frick. Each stack of chill reduces attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed. So in other words, that critical strike chance of the one that I have now is probably preferred. Hi, Varys. Oh, there's like a little party coming up to see me, and I was completely ignoring it. I'm happy that this dude is here because he helps my DPS so much. He just freezes them in place. I should probably take this for like either dismantling or selling. So new skill unlocked, Elemental Nova. Creates a Nova around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning damage. All types of Elemental Nova you have enabled to have an equal chance to be cast. So there's multiple types of Elemental Nova. Okay, so E would look like this. Oh, that's a pretty cool skill. Oh, you can just spam it. For some reason, I thought it would have a cooldown. So it's my first like big AoE spell. It's actually tagged as area. Skittle system introduction, augment trees. So, oh yeah, these are like bonkers. I remember this. So you can specialize up to 5 skills, clicking on the specialization node slot above here. Unlock as you level up, they're up here. So metabolic activity continues. You must declare this thing called life continues for the celestial rotation. Oh, did you have a birthday today, Kieran? Yeah, so you get to choose one of these. We can either be AoE, we could be fire, we could be lightning, we could be snap freeze. Yeah, they actually all have skill trees. I remember that being a very interesting appeal of this game. Yeah, look at that. Gigantic skill tree for every of them. You just want to say you survived another day in a very robot way. Well, I mean, every day starts beautifully. You open your eyes, you open the curtains, you just let the sun hit your face. I don't do that. I sit at my computer immediately every morning. So, what are my options here? I have a single point right now, I think. Yeah, 1 unspent point. So Fireball deals more damage and travels faster and further and lighter. So speed and range and damage. That's just flat, like, good stuff there. Increase cast speed so I could spam it more. Ooh, higher chance to ignite enemies. That sounds sexy to me immediately. And now pierces enemies, but costs more mana. Games like this sort of overwhelm me with all these options. Yeah, and like most of these choices probably won't matter for like 20 hours. But I think that's part of the reason it's just like relaxing to me, is just thinking about it is almost more fun than playing it sometimes. Every day begins with a screeching hell circuit and speaker which demands your sleep ends. You are technically correct with how you phrase that. Yeah, what would Elemental Nova have? Because it has like every... Oh! I see now. So this is where you have like the different styles of Nova, which this skill mentioned. It's just damage in area, Ice Nova, Fire Nova. Okay, so you can take the everything element ability and then focus it down into a single type. I like how they have all these different icons too to sort of quick tell you what they're about. I appreciate that. Oh, Glacier. I remember Glacier being really cool. I've already chosen this one. Oh, yes. If you do want to respec, so remove spend points by choosing in the skill tree. Each point removed reduces your skill level by 1, which we're at 1 right now, so it doesn't matter. And you can level up as normal to spend these points again. Despecialize, remove all skill points and experience. Later specialize in another skill in its place. We'll start with at your minimum level. So we could, like, not have Fireball if we don't want. That's a very cute emote you have, Lurk. Oh, Karenth, looking, staring. Thundy went to go in VR, and then they sent me like a YouTube video. I'm gonna mark this as unread. RB me, give me 5 more minutes. I can feel the pupper asleep against my leg. It's actually the pillow, and I don't know you. I always sleep with the docky, so if it's too hot, the docky ends up like on the floor. But otherwise, I'm just like hugging it tightly to me. They sent you a video as well? Uh-huh. Well, the text they had was the Ultimate Dance World Challenge. So I'm glad they sent it to you too. Oh, that is a very nice cake. Oh my gosh. That's gonna get people to act up. Let's see. So what are the options here? Oh, some more chains. So this becomes more AoE. I think that's actually kind of interesting because then we can, well, we can choose to either focus one of these to be AoE and one of them to be single target, which right now they're both single. Deals more damage, but this damage bonus is lessened each time the lightning blast chains. Oh, okay. So more damage for single, and then it goes, yeah, front loaded is a great way to phrase it. Storm Razor, improved Lightning Blast base critical strike chance, and Lightning Blast deals more damage and multiplied with other modifiers. Have a chance to shock enemies. What does that mean? Reduces lightning resistance and increases chance to be stunned less 4 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. Has a very large reduced effect against bosses and players. Okay. The one game that you played that had something similar to this was Final Fantasy X. You think making like a board game than a tree, the idea was more appealing to you? Yeah, and I feel like I like with Final Fantasy X where when it starts, it's very restricted, so it's linear, positive. You get used to all the weird systems, and then when it starts to branch out or you get like the key spheres, you feel like you have more agency and you understand the system better. The dog likes cuddling under the blankets, but he overheats. He'll get out, go under, come up, come back multiple times per night, jumping directly on us every time. I'm a light sleeper, so I think that would destroy me. I kind of like the idea of front-loaded. Because it doesn't cost any more to be able to do more damage on the first hit. Front-loaded and shocked are both like appealing to me right now. But since like respecking is really easy, I am happy to just kind of like play around. I just want to like daydream about what options we had. So specialize into this, spend the point, and then I don't have to hit like confirm or anything, so we're done there. I'll pick up everything until I have a reason not to pick up everything. I think the system that I was addicted to when I was younger, because like every single one of the RPGs I liked growing up had a different system that made it kind of interesting. Like a Final Fantasy VII, I thought was really delightful with the materia system and mastering, and Final Fantasy IX with like getting all the different items and the skills related to it. Honestly, I think just mastering a blank thing and moving on, equipping blank thing, moving on, that was very addicting to younger me. Oh, even Final Fantasy Tactics, where like each of the jobs had different skills that you could spend the points on, I really enjoyed. Yeah, Final Fantasy IX had a really cool one. I love that system. I haven't played this since I was like really young. So we don't need health yet because we're really early on. More resistances. More resistances in games like this is usually goated and very, very necessary. So I'm going to put a point right here. And more intelligence will just scale of our damage anyway. I mean, you said no, but you're also approaching me. Oh. They're just shaking their head like, I can't believe war is like this. It was actually your first Final Fantasy game. You started getting into the series a few years back, literally because you fell in love with the overworld theme. God, the music, yeah, Nobuo Uematsu, like, they got a lot of people into that series. They just must have. Man. I think one of the earlier albums that I purchased with my own money was a Final Fantasy piano album. You like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? It had the more adorable Moogles. In the GBA was such a perfect art style that it had. It was so pixely and beautiful. Also, hi Kadoom, hi. Oh, you know, I didn't even see how the points that I put in affected the DPS numbers. So I guess the front loaded isn't calculated on the DPS number because like the first hit's gonna do more damage than the rest, so they wouldn't be able to reflect that in the DPS. But I know if I'm hitting a single target, it's like gonna do more damage. 12 gold, is that, how much is anything? I mean, when I have 241, that's a lot. The piano albums are so good. Oh yeah, and Derek, you're also one of those people who played whatever the rhythm game is that has like the Final Fantasy characters. Oh, Theatro Rhythm? There we go, that took me a second. Oh, your Sona was a Moogle for years? I love that for you. The little pom-pom? God, having like a little cat just like bat at the pom-pom sounds like such a cute idea. I got you in the franchise. It's always been some of your favorite piano music. It's literally gorgeous, yeah. The Frontier Village Dolly piano, might be one of your favorite songs, period. So, Video Vadio, who was here earlier, is really, really into Sayonara Wild Hearts. And Claire de Lune is, I mean, it's just a classical piano piece. But that plays in that game, and I love it so much. That melody is probably one of like my favorite melodies, I think. Oh yeah, you're Ignite right now? I should try and like set it back. Okay, cool. Oh, can there be stacks of Ignite? I thought that it said 2 there. Are those slots? I think they're slots, right? Oh, they're prefixes. Increase cold damage and increase melee damage. Oh, and as we have not gotten an amulet because we just started. More health? Why not? These are the 2. How do I compare? There we go. So same spell damage, it's just the different modifiers. I mean, the cold, I basically do 0 cold damage because it's just the defensive. So I don't think it's actually helpful. You love Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's so good. Sayonara Wild Hearts is basically the perfect slice of a video game because if you just want to experience the story and the gorgeous music, it's like listening to an album with some cool gameplay, and it's like an hour of beautiful visuals, and even like the checkpoint system is very like forgiving. So it's not a difficult experience, it's just a kick-ass experience. The Theatro Rhythm was what you got into the franchise. You played the arcade game and got obsessed and sent you down the rabbit hole of the music to finally convince you to play the games. Gosh. I mean, Final Fantasy, I was in the perfect age range to get addicted to it because I grew up with a Super Nintendo and I had a PS1 and I had like a PS2, and I was also just a silly nerd who loved over-the-top cutscenes and beautiful music and turn-based combat. So I was absolutely into that. You want to make a Moogle Sona design for a while now? That sounds really adorable. I love that. You have the like the plushie toggle on your stream, Derek. Having a Moogle toggle, that sounds cute. The Keeper's Camp. Entering the Keeper's Camp. Alright, so it's our first time like in any kind of town. It only took me 2 hours. Don't pay attention to that. I was mostly just horny talking with chat. What is this on you? I'm not a fan of whatever these things are. I don't, if they're glistening, I'm moving the camera away. They're so cute. Everyone always forgets either the whiskers or the wings. I kind of appreciate how in the, like, each different Final Fantasy has a different way of stylizing the different characters, but that also means that there's like one objective best correct answer and nobody agrees on it. Like, even in terms of like how hot some of the like Aeon designs are, I say Aeon because I'm thinking of Final Fantasy X because we mentioned it. But like Bahamut looks different in a lot of different series, and Ifrit looks different in a lot of different series. I guess they all do. But like specifically, those 2 designs are usually really hot. And like I love Final Fantasy VIII Ifrit, and I love Final Fantasy X Bahamut. You know, they're making a bunch of different Sona designs at some point. There's a lot of different animal creatures, whatever you like to Derek-fy. That's cute. I mean, I like having this like color palette and very basic pattern to be like, it's Caliph. Oh, I haven't seen Final Fantasy 16 Ifrit. Am I about to have a good time? FF16 Ifrit. I'm Googling. Oh, that is fuckable. Yeah. That's good. That's hot. I haven't played 16. My husband said he really, really likes 16. Wow. Wow. Oh, sorry, this is just for me. E621.net. Ifrit. Well, I guess I would have to also filter for like, oh, apparently it's the name of a character from a TV show, so I'll never find that. Bully Naruto time? I forgot that it was even Nable. Oh, more Eidolon designs equals more to love. So fucking true. Oh, you finished Final Fantasy 15 for the first time a few weeks ago. Did you enjoy it? I know my husband had, I guess, mixed opinions depending on, like, I think he didn't like the ending, if I remember correctly. But he enjoyed, like, the general build-up and the exploration. Wait, there's a VTuber tag on E6? I mean, I know some people are horny on the internet, like in streaming. I can't relate to them. I know Chester has, like, a bunch of art. VTuber? I mean, there's 4.8K. 4.8 thousand pictures of VTubers. I don't know most of these. I don't know most of these critters. Chad, apparently there's a lot of VTubers out there. A lot are anime. Yeah, there are. I mean, I'm pleasantly happy with the number of furries that are here. It's like, you know, it just makes me think of Kadoom is like, of the many times that I've been to flist.net, there's so many non-furries there, and I forget that it's technically an open site. Like, people can make their anime character and give them a list of kinks or whatever, even though I only want to go there for furry stuff. But sure, I should get bullied. Sorry, this is like my Kelef scene, so yeah, Kangi will rue again soon. Should we have different text? Should we change it up? I'll just say BRB. It's so small. It's so small. Wait. There we go. It's interesting. You had almost the opposite experience to some extent. You thought the ending was phenomenal, but the early game felt really weak to you. Interesting. Enjoy my burbs? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be like 5 minutes. I should just stand up, really. Carl will be back to Kajum again shortly. I mean, that'll be when I end stream. That'll be when I DM my crush and be like, oh my god, do you want to hang out? Oh, is Discord doing that thing? Oh no, there it is. Chat, holy fuck, it's raining like incredibly hard right now. Earlier today, I heard like some thunder rumblies, and when I went on my walk earlier at like 6 p.m., I thought, oh, well, you know, it's like a little bit cloudy, whatever. I stepped outside right now, pouring. It is absolutely pouring outside and thundering. I couldn't tell with my headphones on. Oh, yeah, Rego, I love that song. I think that song is great. Thun Thun rumblies, not the good kind. Woo! But like Thun Thun's so good though. Like if they're even just a little bit related to the real Thunder, I think Thunder has some nice things to it. Thundy, I thought you were in VR. I thought you were gone. Thun Thun's so good, so true. Also, Sufi. Hi, Sufi. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually fix this. There we go. Sufi, hi. I do have an E6 tab open. I forgot. I should close that. I should close that just in case I accidentally go over to it. Coral will be back to Kajam again shortly. I know I already read that, but I love that comment. Our VR was acting strange. You're troubleshooting. I'm sorry to hear that for you. I mean, I was just having blue screen problems. You can probably ramble a whole bunch about it, but one, if you haven't played it, and two, I don't need to flood the chat with it. It was a really interesting experience. You can imagine someone playing the game and not having mixed feelings about it. Yeah. Hi, Sophie. What's new with you? What's something cool and fun happening in your life? I'm currently just dicking around in ARPG and horny talking with chat. I mean, Thundy, there's emotes for that. It's a very Rago-coded Nardon smush. Let's see, from Keeper Lena. Offer protection, weather protection, and alliance. The truth is we know very little about him or his people. Why should the council trust him?
Prospect 1.
I keep forgetting this voice acting.
Atera made him just as she made us keepers and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well.
I love reading, so when there's voice acting in games, I'm honestly disappointed sometimes. I'm just like, I want to read all the text right here. You know what I could do? I could just turn off voices, actually. Sound, master volume, audio, music, voice, all spoken words. Who needs that? Cares for his people, extends heart all the unit, forms alliances. These people are warriors. They're fighters, put them to shame. Take them being behind their blade any day. Type 1 if you want to be behind somebody's blade. Suggesting I sub? I mean, I'm just suggesting it's there. I can type it for you. I'll at Rago with a smush. Smush. Oh, fuck. You saw the Porter Robinson concert last Sunday. Holy fuck. You've been playing Mahjong with the local college's club recently. You've been going to a board game night hosted by all the local furries. Whoa, that's amazing. Did they play a lot of songs for the new Smile album, Sufi? I have to go over to my Spotify because I'm just horrible at remembering names, but there's a couple songs. They're like the slow ones because I'm a slow song type of guy. What are they? Fucking Easier to Love You and Everything to Me are two Porter Robinson songs that I have sung at least 40 times each while walking around the kitchen. Ah, the beginning of the show was all smile. I fucking love that. I love that for you. God, those songs are sappy in the best possible way. They make me just daydream about life and love, and they make me feel warm. So good. I mean, I still like Cheerleader and like other songs on there, but those are my favorite ones. It was comfy, cozy, also high energy and full of love at the same time. I love love so much. Oops, I skipped the last part. His people are warriors. No, I read that one. I propose we accept his alliance. The leader's waiting up at the Shirini, the Shirahine over there. Do you go to a lot of concerts, Sufi? I very, very rarely go to concerts. It's not really like a thing that my husband and I do together. Have we ever gone to a concert together, my husband and I? No? No question mark. I don't think we have. Keepers have done well. The place is not too different from home. You don't. You only go to ones that you really want to go to. That's probably the best way to do it. Cora, would you say you're into dragon husbandry as a hobby? So when I first met my husband, and for my first year on Twitch.television, I was a dragon on the internet, and he would call me his husdragon. I mean, not when we were like dating as boyfriends, but husdragon. I thought that was cute. Yeah, bro, who are the keepers? Group closely tied with the goddess Etera, indebted to her. Why? We do not know. When you saw Porter announce his tour, you're like, I'm there yesterday, I'm there tomorrow, I'm there all week, I'm there forever. HuzDragon, you're stealing that. Hi, Callie. I steal you, I take you, I put you in my lap, and I pet you like I am a Bond villain. Oh, what a good Gally. What a good... Oh, you bit me! I can't believe Gally bit me. Actually, yes, I can. I can 100% believe Gally bit me. Gally, how are you doing? That's so you into dragon husbandry. I'm actually kind of chilly. I have a blanket right here. I was planning ahead. I'm wearing shorts, but like, see, I knew you would bite. I'm wearing shorts, but like I had blanket here if I wanted it, and I do want. You're doing well in yourself? I'm good. I stayed up very late last night boy kissing to like 3:30 in the morning. Had a delightful time. I woke up kind of tired, smile. I did a bunch of chores today. I went on a walk today. I have been working on a secret art project today. That person's probably not here, but I don't want to take my chances. I don't want to take my chances. The person could be lurking. I don't know. So I'm just not going to talk about it. I got pretty far. Suffice it to say, talking about it abstractly, I worked on a bunch of sketches, and then I added clothes to those sketches, and then I made the sketches look like their character. And I have 3 that I could choose and finish if I desire. You feel like your RL rat friend refers to their husband as rat husband? That's the practice traces direct lineage to Scuff's nickname. Yeah. There's mysteries that interest the Osprix. Is that Osprey? Whatever secrets the keepers hold, I'm sure Raya wants them. Yeah, what's next? We go to the Keeper Council. Go ahead there now. Feel free to look around. See you shortly. See you shortly. See you longly. You know, to keep with, speak with Keeper Lena. Everything flows to here. Bro, what? You have a big brain just talking about it? You can undo a past action of mine for a price. Oh, for mastery points. That will be important later, I assume. Not now. Gosh, hi, gosh, hi, gosh. You want to talk to Scuff more? They have such a nice voice. Well, they're in your Discord now. So you just need to think of reasons for them to join. I mean, to have Thun be bait there while they're playing World of Warcraft, and my husband will be like, what? Thun? What? Wow? I have no idea what economy is at all. I'm just going to sell a bunch of bullshit. That's why I had it. Oh, wait. Right-click is not sell. Shift and right-click is sell. Okay. I think literally, yeah, literally everything. That's all. That's all I am to you. You encompass many wonderful things in my life. That is but one. That is but one delightful thing you provide. This is the gigantic map right here. Husband distractor. End of time. Fascinating. Ancient era, divine era. That's where we're at right now. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh. So Lena's up ahead. She's busy speaking to the Harababar about the peace talks. Yeah. Hey, what are they? The Kiwis are in need of aid. We're not struggling to fight off Raya's forces. The Hararabars have been offered an alliance. Are you gonna do a honk? Are you gonna bite my big tail for sustenance? We need their help. We need to be swept up in a war that is not our own. Yeah, I need to be carried bridal style. That's how I need to be swept up. Maybe. It's likely too late for that now. No, there's always time to bite my tail. It's fine. I like the statue here. It's pretty. Blue Shark needs food badly. So what is available? Is it going to be spicy ramen at 9:49 p.m. at night? A humph and a nuff, a nuzzle and a nibble. So Grail's time of your battle. You're lean to the Keeper's Council. Whoops. I keep clicking just to like move forward, but I'm walking. 1 of 2. There should be more of us here. What happened? Orange chicken with a side of flake. I love orange chicken. If I'm like ordering Chinese food, orange chicken is high up there, but sweet and sour or General So is like probably the 2 easy choices for me. Gosh, I love anything with cashews. Actually, really good. There, it's not Chinese food, but there's a Vietnamese place around here that does lemongrass tofu. Oh, it's so nice. I love it so much. Balthus and I remain. He's not here. I have to ask for your help. Ask away. Kind of check into the sacred artifacts, protectors of Atera's history, and they're in danger. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, well, fine, later. Sure, whatever. It has to be the secrecy has to stay safe, sure. Koralith. Hi, Whirly. Whirly, how are you doing tonight? Just as ferocious as ever, I bet. So the Osprix swarm all our sacred vaults. They could swarm me, actually, because they're the birds, right? I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains to the north where Balthus is. Can I check sure? Then make sure he's safe? Sure. A drake patrolling the skies? I know exactly where they can land. Do this and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to Hioboria's way. Doing Ebi. What about you, fancy kangaroo? I'm good. I've had a very nice, silly day. I was horny yesterday. It was great. And I was not that today. And we're chilling. Oh, cashew chicken, one of your favorite thing to order when it's good. There's only a few places you go to where it's actually that good. Yeah. Like, the potential is higher than other dishes. But, like, if you're going to a shitty Chinese place, like, General Tso's is probably better than, like, the more traditional things. Central has just issued new patrol routes. Chad, I love kissing. I fucking love kissing. I love it. I love kissing. I love making out. I love tongue. Ugh. Gosh. I gotta use a portal to go to my last visited town. Woof. You're like pointing here, but like I did not parse what you actually meant. I'll just look it up in the bindings. Settings, gameplay, input keys. Oh, so it's T for traveling. There it is. Woof. Oh, hi. There's enemies in this game, Lamau. So this. Alright, now we'll see how pitiful my damage actually is. Oh, you're also a blue, so you're gonna take more than like a single hit. I mean, you're plants, you have to be weaker to fire. Alright, unlocked a mana strike. Oh, I think you use that to actually like get mana back if you hit enemies with it. A traveling coat? I am in fact traveling, and I am a little bit nippy. 18. It's literally the same. Fuck. You enjoy kissing too? I mean, I wasn't gonna call what you enjoy kissing because that's more like you enjoy kissing when there's no breathing involved, right? Because the tongue's so far down there. So you've gone through the existential crisis of your top 3 Chinese food places vanishing in the past 5 years. I hate this so much for you. So it does what I think, right? A melee attack that hits all enemies in an area in front of you, returning 15 mana if it hits an enemy. Yes, that's pretty sexy. And what do we want here? Our damage is kind of pitiful right now. We have not found, like, we haven't found a weapon that, like, does anything more than the very, very basic. So I think that's the thing holding us back the most right now. We have a mastery point. So this was the front loaded, so it's 20% more damage. The less bonus damage per chain results in no bonus damage from the node in the 4th chain. And beyond that, does not negatively impact your damage further. So, oh, I need 2 points to go over here, but what is this? Well, out of mana has no cost but cannot chain. That's interesting, but I don't care about it right now. 2 points to get there. Spark Charge, what is that? So spells that explode after 0.7 seconds dealing lightning damage in an area around the target does not scale with modifiers. And then this way has a chance to double cast, and critical damage is just stronger. Cannot double cast if it's channeled or cast by another skill. What is your current favorite thing about kissing? Is it the closeness, the warmth, drinking in the other person's passion, only surfacing for air when needed? I love every part of this question that you have asked, Wolf Snubs. I think for me, intimacy is the one-word summary of what I like about it. I think it's harder to get closer to someone than that. I think I can best answer it with just a story. So when my crush came to visit, I had very explicitly told them, I want to kiss you. One of the, we came up with like a list of things together. And that would be counted as like a success. Like, this trip is a success if these things happen. And it was very, very simple. Very short list. One of those was kissing. One of them was cuddling. And I first got them to the house. It was really, really late in the day. Like, it was past midnight. And they got into the room where they were going to be staying. It was like the cuddle room. I put like a lava lamp in there. There was soft lighting. And, you know, when you meet somebody that you know only through the internet IRL, there's some time to get to know them. And then I eventually sort of said, well, hey, before I go to bed, I'd really like to cuddle you. You should join me here. Then we held each other for a bit and we kept talking. And then I said, oh, well, before I really go to bed, maybe you should kiss me. And going from those steps of like, oh, well, we're getting to know each other IRL from being online. Oh, we're holding each other really close. This is as close as we could be. Well, actually, we could be even a little closer. So the slow progression, I think, from a soft peck to you lick their lips to your tongues are gently pressing to your tongues are not so gently pressing. I think that evolution that happens naturally and not forcefully is my favorite. The horny evolution growth of a kiss is my short answer to that. So one of them, that you grew up next to, the Chinese place, was a cute moment of the owner retiring. She had been there every time I had gone since you were really young. Whoa. Smile emoji. You know what you're doing, Wolf Snubs. You love drinking in the other person's passion, being unable to surface beneath the weight of it. Kel placing the lava lamp. It's just too 80s porn. It's too 80s porn. No, it's great. Well, it used to be in my room. I used to have it in my room as like a little nightlight or something, but now it's in the guest room. One of your favorite things to do at cons and events is to find a side place of solitude and making out. Did that happen at your foie? I hope it happened at your foie. Our damage is such shit right now, chat. What should I do? God, I love that question. Should we start chaining? Does this technically not have extra damage unless I am also chaining? Because it says damage is lessened each time that the lightning blast change. It's only like a 1 right now. It's a single hit. Because it doesn't chain right now, right? Yeah, just single hit. So I wonder if I need to have to force it to chain. And that'll build towards this. Increased range. Don't really care about that right now. Chains to allies, granting increased damage and critical strike for 4 seconds, cannot stack. Okay. Wow, 20% increased damage because it says can chain to you or allies. Yeah. We'll play around with that. Top makeout spots. Behind a rock garage show, muffled music. Hallways on the sides of theaters. Hell yeah. You did? Yes, I'm glad. You pull them along by the side room and mention, hear all the activity. It's just a moment for us, though. You're so fucking hot, Thundy. That's great. I think I am getting more bonus damage now because of the arcane. What is this? Movement speed and attack speed. Perfect. I don't know what the hell those things are. They're a quill hog. Okay. Oh my god, the arcane was such a good idea. Holy shit. Runic scroll? Oh, I think it's like a magic accessory, right? Yeah, +2 spell damage. So my main weapon was giving me 3, and this gave me 2, so that's a huge increase, because I went from +3 total to +5 total. That was too far away. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Pretty much all my makeout stuff has just been like at home. Oh no, it's not true. I delivered a letter to somebody at a con once, and then I brought them up to my room to deliver it, and then we just cuddled and made out in the bed. So that was like the one time I did that at a con. Yeah, I think that was the only time I ever made out at a con was that. I don't think we should talk about Quill's hog, but what if like Quill would love to share? What if they're feeling very open right now? I delivered and then I eyebrow wiggle delivered. Got Osprix Warriors. That one simple point that we spent actually I think felt a lot better. I mean, we're still weak as fuck right now, but I feel noticeably stronger after that previous spend. Who imbued traveling staff, so that'd probably be a two-hander, right? Let's see. Oh, interesting. +3 spell damage, -3 spell cost. Oh, 28% increased spell damage of the modifier. Hands down, that is an increase. I don't have to look at funny numbers, but I will look at funny numbers anyway. So what, 76%? Or sorry, 76 DPS compared to 63, yeah. So absolute increase. 2 deliveries in 1. Given how you phrase that question, Wolf Snubs, I just assumed that you are also a makeout enjoyer. I don't think anything can replace a hungry pull close along with a kiss. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's just passion stored there. Ah, man. Being close. Mayhaps who's to say? So what's your next con for no reason? What is this? The keepers once tended to zealousy to sacred plants to honor the goddess Etera. Oh, shit! There's just a lot of stuff. What's all this stuff? Armor. I did not have an armor there. So this is the highest class that we've gotten in this game because we just started. But it sadly is not magic based. That's a cell. Technically, this is better movement speed, but it's 2%, so who really cares? 1 intelligence is like a percentage increase to all of our damage. Made out with a girl in the stairway of a hotel at FC. I have no idea who she was, but she liked the mustache when we had one. That's hot too. The anonymous kiss. You don't think you've ever had interest in romantic, sensual, even cuddly things at a con before? I pretty much use cons as a vehicle of a way to like just meet people. And I don't mean that in a horny sense, like meet people, eyebrow wiggle, like literally just see people from the internet that I want to see. Before, like I was able to convince my crush to come visit me, which was a process. I had a thought maybe, what if I go to this con that I know they're going to go to just so that I could spend time with them? And like, if that was my first meeting, I definitely would have kissed them there. Oh, intense, not interest. Oh yeah, you are interested. I figured you'd be interested. So when I read that, I was just like, interesting. Interest at the lack of interest. Your next con, MFF for no particular reason. I hope you have fun there. I don't plan on going to MFF, but I still want to ask the horny, silly question. What is this? Well, I can't equip it because it would take away my nicer weapon. Elemental resistance. Oh yeah, ever had intense, romantic, sensual, even cuddly things at a con before? I've been going to a lot of cons. Like, what is that? Like 15 or 20 cons? That's never been like a goal of mine, though. It's a new enemy. Never been like a goal of mine at cons, even though now that I'm getting more comfortable with that side of my life, I can imagine kissing more friends at cons. Yeah, not 3C people, but to nerd people. I literally do want to nerd with people. Oh, wow. I did not even read the description of that. I assumed it was going to be a buff, not money, but I was wrong. Not quite like allosexual, but cuddling and making out is like insanely better somehow. I mean, I think it's like we were just talking about, the best way to get to know somebody in that way. I'm getting more comfortable. Oh, I was wondering what that was. I'm like, what is this thing falling from the sky? A sacred bloom. Level 6. I'll give you a new passive point to spend. Alright, go over here so nobody can hit me while I level up. I probably just want to do more elemental damage. We're still pretty weak. And I mean, this is a smart idea eventually because it's just base health. Gonna slip off, friends. See some of you in VR soon. Good night, Cleo. I'll look at your legend and commit it to memory eventually. Hope you have a sexy stream. I promise I will. You love going to Colin's events, and for people who are flirty, being the focus of the here and now will here with me. Just that moment of strings attached, just enjoyment, true. I mean, when we were at FWA, you told me a lot about the style of individuals in the room and the fun that they were having. And I'm glad you could be around that, like, energy. You never considered what you would have for a goal whenever you got around to going to FurryCon? You just want to see people? Didn't really think past that? I mean, it can be just exactly that. I'm just like, oh my god, bro, it's so nice to see you. Let's hug and talk about all the nerdy things that we like to talk about IRL. You don't have to memorize anything. We can always introduce ourselves. I still like the idea of having, like, a general idea of, like, oh, well, this is Siobhan. I'm trying to commit this color. I've already had a conversation with Quill. I've met them. Well, I've seen Sio's stream, so I guess I know them in that sense. What was that? Oh, that was a mastery point, so that's what that means. So I kind of liked arcing more than I thought I would. Oh, the chains have more range. I thought that was spell have range. Cast speed. Oh, blinding enemies. Deal more damage to chilled or shocked enemies. Okay, so in other words, that would pair well with wherever this one is. Yeah. So shocking. 5% chance to increase stun. Pronunciation, guys. Ooh, yeah, that would be good too. Cuddles and kisses, so casual. Be close and enjoy the physical. Oh, so true. So true. I saw my husband, like, at the end of every Call of stream. He's like, I'm literally sobbing. I'm so cold and alone in the bed. And then I go on upstairs and I cuddle and hug him. And he's like, life is beautiful. Once more. Time for you to curl up in bed. Good night, Nardo. Good night, Jack. Good night, Philwin. Wool Snubs, I don't think I've ever clicked on your PFP before. That is awesome. I definitely know the artist who did that, but their name is escaping me right now. And they were roommates. Oh, you mean like this? Like this? Like those types of roommates? I have a point to spend. So this is another 20% for each point that I do? Oh, yes. Okay. And they're boys. Room boys. Room boys. Is that just the sexier version of a Roomba? That's a lot of damage. For a spammable spell, I think is exactly what we want. Oh, I got a Ring of Assassination. I don't know what that does. Here it is. Oh, movement speed and crit chance. Let's go. Health regeneration? Hell yeah. Now you're blanking the artist too. This is an arrow you will rectify. You think you know where to find them. As somebody who also struggles to answer that question immediately, sorry to put you on the spot. I just thought it was a handsome icon. Oh, also increased health regeneration. I care mostly about just big dick damage and running away when people get close to me. But for the time being, I will take health regen. Isn't the sexy version of a Roomba just called a Protogen? I mean, is a Protogen gonna scoot around my floor and then like suck up all the dirt? But like sexily? I guess it's basically like a maid. Physical resistance, dodge rating. I'll take the health regen. Any stream by tucking every chatter to bedtime and saying good night. That's a cute idea, actually. Sugi, hi. So you upped your run distance from 2.25 to 2.75. I know you were talking in the Discord earlier that you're going to be doing the 5K. When is that 5K happening? How many runs are you going to like try and fit in between now and then? Personally, I only do like 2 runs a week, but I've never like trained for anything. That's just been like, I'm going to work out 2 times a week, and I like to work out by running. Can your Protogen self-dock? Good question. Oh, 10-5. Okay. You're hoping for 6 more runs. Is kind of the idea, like, what is the math breakdown on that? Like, you'll try and do a quarter mile more each time or something like that? Well, what is it? 3.55 is the breakdown. I know Kansas City has like a lot of runners. Even Embellis, who like came to visit Kansas City before on work, they told me about like joining a running club. Oh, I thought those were like nice guards, and then I just shot at them. They told me about like joining a running club while they were here, just for like, oh, I went on like a casual one, I went on a more serious one. And they said everybody is really nice, but that would also involve talking with real ass human beings, which I don't do IRL in Kansas City. Oh, 3.1. I don't know why I thought it was 3.5. You're able to do either as much or more for subsequent runs. I love that for you. That's wonderful. I'm assuming since like you're talking about doing like your miles right now, is this like your first time getting into running? Did you do like other workout stuff in the past? Is it mostly like you just want to be cool and sexy with Chen, so you're like, I'm doing this? Which, to be fair, who doesn't want to be cool and sexy with Chen? I need like a spender. Like I have builders right now, but not a big spender. I'm just tickling them. A sport? Are you not a sport fan, weirdly? Isn't like hunting people as a giant werewolf in the middle of forest? Isn't that also like a sport? I love my small win redeem. I love it so much. I love when chat members tell me cute, nice things about their life. Oh, so you did a 5K last year in November. The date got pushed up this year. Okay, cool. Pretty much every run that I do now is, well, I don't really change my pathway. Right now I'm just trying to get better miles because I got back into running after Anthrocon / Crush Trip in July. So I guess it's only been like a month since I've gotten back into it. But nowadays, every single run I do is at least like 3.3 miles up to like 3.8, I think is the range that I'm doing right now. So instead of like trying to go farther, I'm just trying to get better stats. Like I really wanted to get 2 sub 10-minute miles the last time I ran, but I didn't. I got like what? It was 9 minutes and 30 seconds on a mile and then 10 minutes on the dot. Maybe next time, maybe not. Oh, Atlas Inu. There we go. Like they have a very distinct style positive. So when I saw it, I'm like, I know I've seen this artist before. You might steal that. Feel free to steal it. If I do anything cool on my streams, I encourage people to steal it. This also includes being horny with Twitch chat. IRL, you hate going outside? Yeah. Atma's boring. You don't do a sport to not trigger it. That's fair. Chen running, you're running, a couple of my friends are running. We'll run positive surplus. True. So true. God, Chen's like on a different level though. Like, holy fuck. Oh, I think I actually stunned them there. Did I take the stun ability? I think I did. It's not L, is it P? What is it? What if it's not P? Is it M for mastery? No, that's map. I don't know how to bring up the mastery menu. Settings, input keys. Map, passive grip, crafting menu, skills. Oh, is it technically skills because it's under the skill itself is the mastery? Yeah. I did not take the stun ability. Oh yeah, I did the front loaded point. I think my regulars would get thrown for a loop if I stole that now. I mean, I still think it's cute. It's a good way to like have a conversation starter. I think some people feel like intimidated to like say hi. Maybe intimidated is the wrong word, but just like, oh man, I'm here. Like, how do I have an intro? Like, I personally just use like a silly little emoji or I'm just like, hello. Or like I say hi to somebody in chat. Or I lurk to try and think of like a stupid funny thing that I can say related to the streamer. But I think small win is nice because it's like, it encourages a positive first message of the stream, which I adore. Oh my god, that range is really good. They're like at the end of the screen, I still hit them. Deliciously slurps up all the gold that they drop. Ooh, would this be better? Add up robes. Ooh, increased elemental damage. Even if it's a white item, that is statistically better for what I want. Oh, and it's even better armor? It's better in every way. Oh, if you stole horny chetting, yeah, the small one idea is perfect. True. Yeah, I think that your regulars would be like, Derek, like, you know, I'm not against it, but what's up, buddy? Lamau. Stodiax, the burning sky. Well, even if the sky is burning, your feathers can too. There we go. I just wanted to get that. Oh, do you have like a shield? I think it's a mana shield, quote unquote. I love the percentages on the health bar in a game like this. I super appreciate that. All right, burning. Let me just do these attacks. Oh, it's probably like every 30%. Yeah, 33% health. Cobalt had a delicious burger while watching the Coralith stream. What are your toppings that you like on your burger? Years ago, when I first moved to Kansas City, my husband was like, oh, have you ever had peanut butter on a burger? And my first thought was just to look at him strangely and say, no. But I have since been to a cool restaurant, a local burger spot in Kansas City called the Green Room. And it had a very delicious burger with a little bit of peanut butter on it. And it was delicious. It was fatty and nice. Lurk to feel the vibe, then hit them with the worst dad joke groaner you can when they're least expecting it. But I feel like you love doing that smile. Ah, grilled onions, no tomato. Ah, cream cheese with Thai peanut sauce. I love peanut sauce. Ugh. I have peanut sauce in the fridge, and every time I make a noodle meal, just put it on there. Oh, we got a number of new things here. Rowan 1. +3, -3. Well, I have the plus modifier of spell damage. 23? So I get 1 flat spell damage, but I get 5 reduced percent. I don't know how that works. 99? 100. Okay, barely better. So the flat, so how does that break down? The flat is better than at least 5% spell damage. Warmed cream cheese spread over a wrap drizzled in Thai peanut sauce. Arugula blackened chicken. Oh. I made some fresh popcorn to the stove. I hadn't had popcorn in a long time. I used to work at a movie theater in Northern Virginia, and I had popcorn like all the fucking time. But ever since then, I haven't had too much. I guess because like I had that job, so I kind of got tired of popcorn, and then I also had the 3 years that I worked at a cupcake shop, so I kind of got tired of cupcakes. Where like I still like them, but because I had such a high concentrated amount for a long time, they're not like as special to me. It's just like food service problems though. You're pretty straightforward with a bacon, barbecue, onion, still delicious. I want to go sell stuff. You found it recently that having a burger like on rye bread makes it that much easy. That's delicious. People underestimate different breads. True. I don't really like need anything here. I just wanted to sell. I don't want to chat, but I guess we can do both. How'd the talks go? Fine, smile. I don't think there's any reason I'd want to keep any of this stuff. So shift right click. There we go. I try really hard to not keep bread in the house because I don't trust myself with bread around. What is this? Oh. It had the skill icon, but why did it show me? Oh, because I unlocked a new skill that I could place down, which was Flame Ward. So, gain a burst of 400 ward, which is a shield, then for 3 seconds. Hit steal 30% less damage. It causes a retaliatory burst of flames. Okay. Don't get bread around. Well, so, I mean, if I need to get bread, then it's just a simple trip away. Deglazing. Oh, so earlier today you got to taste your late grandmother's bolognese. I don't know how to say that. Bolognese recipe. She used a wine in the sauce to accent the flavor. Yeah. So your mom reminded you how easy it was to make popcorn on the stove. Got kind of fixated on it. It's easy to experiment with. On top of being light as a snack, it's addicting mouthfeel. I love it. I literally only use like 2 abilities right now. I'm not using Fireball. Should probably take it off my bar. I should have that be Mana Strike if I get low on mana, and then have like no, I should have my oh shit button, be the Flame Ward, and then have Mana Strike over there if I really need it. I actually use all the rest of them. And then a passive point. I think I'm still fine with Elementalist stuff. Oh, we got Glacier. Glacier's a sexy ability. I remember that. I'll replace Elemental Nova with Glacier. God, I want to go use Glacier right now. Deglazing the fund. Oh, I haven't gotten much into like deglazing or cooking with wine or anything, but I love that flavor. The wine helps scrapes the fond of the meat / tomato off the bottom, keeping all the flavor in. Oh, gosh, I love food. Oh yeah, it uses like all your fucking mana, I forgot. So yeah, it costs 62 mana and I have 54 mana. This is why I should have gotten some of those points. And you know what? We just do this, and then we do that. I mean, if it kills them all, like, what's the worry then? you don't need mana if they're dead. Oh, you see that? You can actually underflow on mana, which I think is really interesting in this game. There we go. But it's so strong when you first get it, so it's like, it does not matter. There's too many of them. Well, there's actually not enough boys around me. So maybe a bit sentimental positive. The rest of you reminds me of her. Your grandma meant a lot to you. That's really cute, though. Oh, they invaded some old storage. They're building something. I'll look into it. Whatever. Stay safe. So, side quest. Can I hop down a ledge? I cannot. That is fair and understandable. Whoops. Wait, you lived? Oh, fuck. How much mana does Mana Ward give me? Mana Strike. 15 mana, and I also just regen pretty quickly. Like if I do this. Yeah, it fills up pretty fast, and then we can do Mana Strike. Yeah, Glacier. So if I were to specialize in Glacier, which I really do like, is there anything to lower the mana cost? Yes, costs less mana, deals more damage? Whoa, that's a sexy little thing right there. So at level 8, I think I'm like 6 right now. Then I could unlock that. That'd be really fun. Chance to chill enemies. Create an ice vortex, which lasts for 4 seconds. Increased chance to freeze and stun enemies. I mean, that sounds fun to me. I don't have to use Glacier on every single fight, but I will be thinking about it. Since I'm kind of like estranged from my family, I don't really have many recipes that I have from them. Most of everything I do is just kind of like scrounging and making simple meals inside the house. Like not following like a printed out list or anything, but just being like, oh, well, I know this will taste good together. Which is honestly very relaxing to me. Dexterous silver ring. It said movement speed. Let's take a gander. Movement speed and dexterity. Dexterity doesn't really mean anything to me, but kind of like the movement speed. 8% is more than my boots. Is this more health than the one I have? It's, yeah, 24 compared to 9. Please and thank you. You love buying small town or country cookbooks. That's actually a really smart idea, to just buy like a local Kansas City cookbook and just kind of like faff about. I love the phrase faff about. Okay. Ooh, so this means that I'm like negative on mana. Okay. Faffing is good. Faffing is good. Temper asked me to do that earlier on stream. Chance to bleed. Oh, it's a furry friend's literal name of Faff. I love that. Faff is cute. We talked about mouthfeel earlier. That has good mouthfeel. A blighted runic scroll. That might be better than the one I have. It's damage over time. Well, it's blue, so therefore I should just equip it because the flat number is the same. Damage over time and minion damage. The only damage over time I have right now is related to fire, which I'm not using that skill. Sometimes you faff in public. Draco. You want to tell the class more about it? Your family doesn't have a ton of recipes. You kind of experiment. Yeah, same. You have your grandma's biscuit recipe that you grew up with. I love biscuits. Is this like a jam or a butter or a gravy kind of biscuit? Or yes? Oh, mana regen and cooldown? Hell yeah. That is, in fact, up my alley. Oh, wow. That mana recovery is really good. You should abuse that by only using my high skill. I guess I could freeze them and then hit them immediately right after before they die from the second hit to, like, guarantee that I get mana back faster. That does work. I get hit by that. All right, we're gonna do this. Oh, I missed. Let's see, Forge Soldier. Oh, I forgot I changed my layout. That was a little bit of a waste, that's fine. Oh, well, no, it still prevented damage on that hit. The ward lasts a lot longer than I thought. I should have been using the ward more. Little kill? Yeah. I literally thought that said a wand of silliness. Stillness, increased stun chance. Probably just yes. You grew up with most of them having butter. I love biscuits and butter. Most people kind of vibe with cooking over learning recipes. That's probably true in general. I bet like TikTok and Instagram and essentially fast form content has changed how people think about food because it's a lot easier to show people recipes immediately or at the very least the finished product. And it'll be like, click below to learn more. I mean, cooking YouTube has absolutely changed the fucking game positive because like all of this information is like readily available. It's like, oh, how do I learn how to cook this? This grandma who's done it 40 years every day in a row will tell you in intricate detail exactly how to do it, and I fucking love it. Wand of silly. Strangely, Hardee's Carl Jr.'s makes their biscuits from scratch. It's portion flour mixed with theirs, so you a good chunk. Torture working those shifts. You start at 4:30. Oh, woof. So they're sweeter, the biscuits. It was an old cookbook recipe. Had one of those ingredients scratched out, replaced with sugar. That's cute. Yeah, YouTube cooking is like a godsend. Like if I was younger and just moving out of my parents' house like now, I would survive on YouTube. I didn't even think of that when I was younger moving up. I don't even think I want the Wand of Silliness, but I will pick it up. Copper Chalice of Life. So it's a relic. So in other words, the same thing that would be in this spot, but I want the Mage Relic. Melee Crit Chance Shard. Don't care about that. I love doing side quests. Well, I love getting rewards from side quests, I should say. Oh, you're right here. Perfect. This is a really good side quest design because we went into a spot and this guy was farther away, but since I finished it, he's immediately outside of here. I appreciate that. I see somebody's there at the edge of the screen preparing their weapon for me. Oh, you sent it to me? Oh, do you mean like the biscuit recipe? Oh, is this like the scratching out? Yeah, Lamau. But with sugar instead. That's cute. Oh, fuck. They saw me. Hey, you could have warned me what they built. I had to put a boss bro. You didn't? Oh, that's fine. Hey, you can rest well. It's fine. What, you get a passive point from that? Hell fucking yeah. It's like a level. Bro, get out of here. I did not need that ward. Didn't need it at all. What's the cooldown on that? 15 seconds? It's not as bad as it could be. I thought it was like 30. So what are my options now? When you drop below 70% health, you get a burst of ward based on your maximum health. This effect is a 12-second cooldown. I mean, that's really good because that's just, it's not death prevention, but it helps a lot. Every 3 seconds, the next elemental spell damage increases damage has a chance to slow enemies on hit. Every 3 seconds? And it's by 20% per point. That's really good. It goes up 10. You have 10 points that you could put into there. It's kind of sexy, actually. Ah, man. I want the health and mana, because one cast of my Glacier takes all of my mana. So I want the mana there. I want the ward to live. And I want this just for the extra damage. Slow stacks up to 3 times unless 4 seconds by default. I think I'll take preparation for now, because we're not worried about surviving at the moment. We'll have to worry about that in the future. Oh, I love doing that. Do I care about any whites on this? No. Who are you? Well, you know, it's a complicated question. Am I Wes? Am I Koralith? Am I Kelif? Am I Kelwolf? Am I Pupper? So keep your Balthus is inside protecting the shard. The experts won't be able to pass through the inner door without a symbol of a terror, but they'll break it down before long. I'll take them out to dinner. It'll be a fried chicken place. They'll be shocked and they'll leave. So I had the symbol for them. They left me alone thinking they're already dead. Take it. It'll unlock the door of the shard chamber. Thank you. I'm going in. What is this? Oh, that just tells me when preparation is up. Okay. Kalkorlafloof. Oh, please. That's my father's name. The Keeper's Vault. I'm resisting the urge to do Glacier on every single encounter. Whoops, I failed. There's something about like the isometric camera angle and just the fact that I know I'm getting micro upgrades as I play that makes these styles of games really relaxing to me. Yeah, we're gonna do this. There we go. I want to get rid of all the ads. I already fought one of these forged soldiers previously, so I'm not too scared of them, especially when I had the ward on. Perfect. Silver ring. Oh, 20% increased spell damage. You love to see it. I don't care about the archive one. Is that this ring? Yes. So what should I replace here? Absolutely this one. It's not doing any damage for us. Got a free 20%. Oh, Kalkorlafloof the second. That's me. Hi. That's the name I put in the tax forms. So we should decipher the Keeper's movements. The vaults were easy to find. Yeah, I found them. I just followed the arrows. To my engineer's finest munitions and the strength of my pet, we managed to crack one open. Only found empty halls and vacant chambers. What would be the purpose of such a stronghold if we're to house nothing? I could tell they were here just as predicted. They're guarding something of immense importance, something powerful. Is it, you know, powerful? You're here to help the Osprix. They've protect the shard from who? From what? Survive the Osprix assault? I would let an Osprix assault me. I mean, they are sexy birdmen. I'll do this. Oh, they actually came from all angles. I thought it would just be up, not from where I came. I figured that would have been like completely clear. All the more reasons that I'm glad that I put arcing on my lightning spell. In terms of like the elemental class fantasies, I think ice in general is like the coolest idea to me. Of like, oh, I'm gonna be slowing these enemies. He has 2 blades. Oh, wait. We're gonna zoom in on him. Hell yeah. Is it glowing wings? I gotta actually pay attention. I think like ice probably has my favorite class fantasy. Like fire is constantly like burning, and like I guess lava's a cool fantasy. Lightning is usually about like being super duper quick and like moving everywhere. I think that could be okay, but it's not my favorite. Ice, I think like, oh, we have like flying ice daggers. You have like creating platforms in the middle of nowhere. You have slowing down the enemies so you can run away and re-strategize. Ooh, gravity. Gravity's a sexy choice too. I'll pick up the shards first. What is this? Oh, it actually has mana on it and intelligence. Yeah. You know what? That sounds great. What am I comparing? Health regen? No. That's much better. Dexterous, rejuvenating, mana regen. We already have 2 damage rings, right? Yeah. That's what I care more about. Ooh, 9% increased spell damage. You would get like a secondary slot here, but just in general, 118 to 106. I don't have something over here to help balance that, but if we find it, That would be good. The Sheep Wizard you play in D&D is a gravity sinkhole spell, and the utility of it brings is awesome. So if there's like a bunch of enemies, you could like pull them towards like a particular location and either do like a strategic escape or like another AoE spell with it. Small Sheep Wizard with big Minotaur girlfriend. Oh, I love that for you. That's so hot. Oh yeah, so I probably want to get actually health and mana. At least 1 point of health and mana. So this uses how much? 62? I officially don't use all my MP. I'm +3 now. Gravity Sinkhole and either Fireball or Lightning Bolt. Fireball and Lightning Bolt are so strong. That should hold them. What am I going to be held, Balthus? Do you ever think about that? First things first, thank you. The Ospreys grow sexier every day. Reinforced our walls, supplied our men, taken dozens of them. They're still using brute force now. That's right, the Drake. I forgot about the Drake. The howling monster circling the vault. As you let Keeper's robes, I take it Lena sent you. Everything's under control. I don't believe you. You're protecting the Epoch, the last one. Is a fortress meant to keep unruly treasure hunters from locating the shards of the Epoch, or at least it's supposed to drastic times. Yeah, Lena didn't tell me shit. Let's get out. He'll explain more. That's fine. I mean, literally everything's like getting destroyed right now, so I get it. Escape the Keeper vault. So just like walk the way I came. Well, I guess I could just walk deeper, because I actually don't know what's up there. Even though like D&D was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it and I played it for years, I've kind of really liked having an open Saturday afternoon, especially because I stay up so late on Fridays now. Guys, didn't you see the objective marker? You're supposed to leave this area. Activates Warpath. Whoa! I see what Warpath is now. That's a pretty fun ability. I assume this is from like the melee class, but I get it because of the buff. Lamau. So your Saturday session is either every other Saturday. We can have that night free sometimes. I think that's good. Oh, that increases mana regen. What does this do for me? I'd rather have the elemental damage right now. Spin, spin, spin. Appreciating dragons a lot of it. I get you. Oh, we got a skill specialization slot. Hell yeah. Pause? No enemies? Okay. I'll do the ward. I wanted 1 point in like all of those because I thought they all sounded very helpful. And then minimum skill level increase. This dictates how many skill points you start with when you specialize in them, how many skill points will be retained when you de-level a skill. Perfect. As you level up, this will also increase periodically. I want Glacier. I want it more mana efficient and more damage. Specialize. Beautiful. You moved your D&D sessions from Sundays to Wednesdays due to Kyoshi's new job. Yeah. And especially doing like night shifts, that completely and drastically changed your schedule. Yeah, like scheduling raids in WoW, doing like anything with a group of adults is like rough. Actually, ooh, I should see how much that takes now. I feel like it's not that bad. So that is, oh, 57.4, strange reduction. Well, I can cast and immediately do other spells. So that feels a lot better. Ah. I need to like stay mentally aware that I'll be in melee range, because what if I want to do like the spell sword, because that would force you to kind of be in melee range. Probably not for like everything, because it's not like your mage base abilities go away, but like if you want to go all in on that stuff. Rowie row. This feels like a Harvest type soundtrack where it just is kind of like WoW adjacent. When I think of Harvest, I can't help but to just rowie row immediately. Even if it's completely unnecessary for me to kill a single enemy just standing around in the corner in one of these games, I have to. I must shoot them before I move on. I've always been a slow gamer in other genres. This is how I'm a slow gamer here. Oh, you love the Harvest Rowie Row? I love the Harvest Rowie Row. I used to joke with my husband. I'm like, oh, husband, there's only 2 types of songs out there. Songs you a-wah-wah-wah to and songs that you rowie row to. I told him that. I thought it was funny. I only rowie row to songs. I do not a-wah-wah-wah to songs at all. +1 static orb. I don't know what that means. And it says increase spell damage. There's actually no description for static orb. Oh, that's probably an ability. So would that unlock it for me? Because I haven't gotten it yet. Oh, increases lightning damage specifically. It's 18%. But we already have 23 generic spell damage increase. Oh yeah, along the lines of like Hong Shu versus me. Yeah. You can decide if you're either enjoying like Rogue or Sorcerer more. Because Arcane Ninja is cool. It is. Being able to do anything with spells is cool because magic is beautiful. Oh, increased spell damage. We get a little bit less health, but it's more spell damage, which is really what we care about at the end of the day. This is one of those things where if we had a side slot, like a shield that gives spell damage, then that plus this could be really good. So I'll keep this on the side for now as like a maybe. A glass catalyst. Oh, literally what I'm talking about. This is an offhand thing. Ward gain when damage leaves you at low health. Chance to slow attackers. Void resistance. It's +3 intelligence, which like how much damage is that? So it's 3 times 4 is 12. So that might be better. So this is lightning. So 127 compared to this plus this. 126. It's kind of negligible, but I assume that would change like this, like the 476. Yeah, 521. So it's not the same even when it's increasing a lot more. So the 3 intelligence does not counterbalance that enough yet. I think Harvest has a delightfully easy voice to listen to. Like, I could just listen to them talk about nothing for hours, positive. How long should we live like this? I mean, it's a pretty nice life. We're just being silly gay furries on Twitch.television. Definitely always in bounds of TOS. I feel like I could do that forever. No one cared about the shards until recently, until Raya. Terra willed it. You uphold customs. Knew about the state of the world. She not request us to act. You cannot leave the old ways. Blah, blah, blah. Whenever there's like stories that involves like, we cannot abandon tradition. I'm a hater of tradition like 90% of the time. I love change. Oh, they do have a very nice chuckle. I only because I met somebody through VR chat that I put a lot of thought into laughs, I guess is the right way to phrase it, where I met somebody who really enjoys like how other people like giggle and express their joy. And when they talk to me about it, they're like, isn't this a normal thing? Don't people just love laughs? And I'm like, I think you're on a different level, but I think it's very cute. They tell me I have a nice giggle, which if they're a laugh connoisseur, that brings me joy. The Northern Road. I love all their sound commands too. I have a very distinctly like a nothing channel, quote unquote, like subs don't make a sound, follows don't make a sound, like Wolf Savant 23 didn't make a sound. I don't have that set up positive. I think it's positive. But like, I love Harvest's like chaos that they have on their channel. The fact that like we can both stream on the same platform, but it feels incredibly different, I think is wonderful. Do I want to sell anything here? Everything in this block. Oh, sorry, transfer materials? There we go. I think I just want to sell everything here in this bundle. I'll keep these just in case. I'll put them away, though. That's what I should do. You mentioned that friend must enjoy listening to your laugh like a sommelier sipping a fine wine. I hope so. I'm going to screen cap your comment and then just send it to them. Just be like, is this true? Would you say you agree with this question mark? I just sent them that comment right now. Anything with the spectrum of twitching. Oh yeah, Carl and Jal. Well, it's so cute because like, you know, they are very intimately together and adore each other. And Carl's like, I'm so soft and like, whatever happened in your day, it's gonna be okay, and we're gonna make it through together. And Jal's like, air horn siren, and like 10,000 clips playing every second. It's great. And really, how much do you little chuckles and start listening back on your VoDs? Yeah. I mean, I do the same thing. Oh, Wolf, they read the message. Oh, no, they didn't. Fuck. That was a different DM. Carl, like, destroys Jal. It's so funny. It is. It's a running joke that Carl repeatedly just kills Jal. They do, and it's really cute. I'm going to sell everything but this stuff. I know I just said that, but I'm always nervous. Oh, I actually didn't play around with you. Collecting a bunch of stuff and selling it in a bundle makes me so happy. So what the fuck is static orb? Do I get access to that by putting that on? These are all things I recognize. I don't think so. +1 static orb. Whatever that means. So the difference is this is 9% spell damage or 1 intelligence. So 1 intelligence equates to what, 4? Yeah, at least for my current skills that I use, every intelligence is 4%. So that's like 2 point something. So in other words, the new helmet is better in that sense. And then it's also less mana. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. I'm getting rid of this element. Carl stream and Jal stream, true. All right, let me put away these things. The classic, putting stuff away into your chest in ARPGs that you'll probably never look at again, but you tell yourself you might. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh, wait, okay, that person did respond. For real, actual. I'm just gonna screen cap this. I don't think they're here, but I'm gonna screen cap this. Okay, so pure ref. I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So, Wolfsnuts had this very funny comment in chat. I imagine that friend of yours must enjoy listening to your laugh like a sommelier sipping a fine wine. Hey, cutie across the bar. Want to hear a joke? Sips up the delicious laughs. So, yes. No, that friend's very funny. I like them. Hi, Jake. Hi. Oh my God, we're talking in tildes. Hello. Hi. Cute suit. Oh yeah, I drew this a while ago. I love my little flirty suit that I have over there in my sticker pack. This is like an old ass reference too. I went to a furry cabin 2 Septembers ago. It was late in the year 2 years ago. And the owner of the cabin, Kiro, had a blue fursona, and they made a mixed drink, like a large batch of it. And I walked on up and I didn't know about this. And I was just like, oh, what's this? And somebody just casually said, oh yeah, it's Kiro's cum. And I'm like, ... Oh yeah? Apparently that was the name of their mixed drink. I referenced it right here in my little art that I did. I'm thinking, chat, maybe I'll raid out and then try and hang out with my crush for a few hours before bed. I think maybe that's a fun idea. They told me they were just chilling tonight. They were just vibing tonight. So that means I could probably just snatch them and then like take them into a private Discord and be like, oh my God, tell me about your day and stuff. How is there cum, if you don't mind me asking? You know, some semenology. Lamau. So, sommelier to semenyay, right there. It was really nice. It was like sweet. I couldn't tell you exactly what it was or was in it. I'm assuming blue curacao is in it, if that's the right way to say that word. Just because it was so deeply blue. But it was sweet and nice, and I swirled it around in my mouth like you do with a standard cum. Kelf would be like, I want to see you. Or I see you from across the bar. I really love your vibe. Want to cuddle later? Yeah. Curacao. 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 If I'm trying to remember a pronunciation, I have to say it in a silly way or I'll never remember it. Better for worse, you stole the name from a real book that actually exists. Do you mean like demonology? Chad, I think I will do that. I think I'm going to raid out and then just hope upon hope that my cute guy that I like is like around. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Volk, hi Volk. Oh my gosh. I hope your journal stream went very well earlier and that your new schedule is treating you well. Semenology, the Seaman Bartender's Handbook, Lamau. We're gonna send you to a seminary, but spelled seminary. Thank you for the comfy stream, Koralith. Yeah, I mean, we just chatted for like an hour-ish, and then I dicked around in my little ARPG, which I had a great time. Oh, you were looking for a while? I appreciate that, Jake. As soon as you popped in, I was already thinking about ending, and my first thought is like, I'm sorry, Jake. I want to go be a silly guy with my crush. I do think I have a good stream to lurk in. I feel like I provide that type of energy. Volk, I hope you're cozy. Oh my gosh. I hope they're around. You two have a lovely time. I mean, I had a lovely time with them yesterday, and I hope they tease me about it. Smile. Oh, you're feeling so much healthier. I think that's great. I still have not decided what I want to stream on Kelf tomorrow. I have like 7 different thoughts. I'm like, oh, I could do essays on empathy, which is made by the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood people. Oh, I could do test that Volk thinks is cool and that a space for the Unbound people made, and then I could start something else. Oh, I could play something like Void Stranger or something like Small Saga. Like I'm at a loss. There's too many cool things. There's too many cool video games out there. So I wanted some brain off time during this game tonight, and that was great. Thanks for the stream. Actually had a very Kelf-filled weekend. You did. So many things to do. Oh my gosh. Your solution, all those wonderful ideas at once. I can't. I must focus on one thing at a time. You made my night so much brighter. I was literally just horny for 3 hours. So many things to do. Yeah, it's a cute emote. Little spinny spin. Oh, it's a Whiskey Dingo emote. Junie is an amazing emote creator. Oh, I'm not on my main channel, so I can't do Fox's Steppies, but I love Fox's Steppies. You have a 6 stream setup, play 6 games at once. I have 3. I have 3 monitors. Thank you, Dusky. Thank you. I don't even know who's online. I'm gonna go look. I never stream on Saturdays. I'm happy that I streamed today. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Be silly with me. Listen to me talk about literally nothing for hours. Oh, man. You're so cool. I love being a streamer on the internet. Oh, you had an indie game recommendation you want to give me? A little bit of story behind it, but the stream relevant? Yeah, definitely send it to me. You ending? Yeah, Marshman, I want to go talk with my crush on a Discord call and ask them how their day is, but say it in a very flirty voice with like 6 tildes around it. Who do I want to raid right now? All the people I know are like all in VR at the moment. But this person, they're not, and they're streaming, and I like them. Oh my god. Fucking Gunner the Rat just started streaming, and they're doing, yeah. And before Gunner, yeah, Marshman knows. Fucking Gunner the Rat is doing Dress to Impress in Roblox with Dag, aka Snack Station. Fucking Lamau. See, I'd love to say hi. Gunner the Rat's very cute, very funny. I like their kind of like deadpan giggle humor. I think they're great. Oh no, all caps, yeah. That has to be a really fucking funny stream. Gunner and Dag are really funny people. Have a good night as always. Enjoyed vibing. I'm glad. Self-fulfillment, psychological, basic needs met. Koralith being horny on main, destroying you live on Twisted Television. You love his streams, yeah. Gosh, you're all great, chat. I'm literally gonna DM my crush right now, and just be like, "Hi, I'm gonna hang out." I'm gonna go over here and be in this Discord that you have access to. Smile emoji. You're all cool though. I appreciate you all. If I didn't see you on Friday, if we didn't talk too much recently, I promise I still care about you, and you're all delightful, and you all provide a lot of worth and warmth in my life just by being here. Even if you lurk and say hi for 10 seconds, I do appreciate a lot. But I'm gonna be live on Caliph tomorrow with fucking something. I haven't figured it out yet. Thanks for the silly happy brain stream, of course. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, fucking raid messages. I don't know how to stream. I don't know how to stream. I don't know how to stream. Rawr. Rawr is my raid message. I do it with a tilde. Provide your own emote. I'm doing this so fast. Slay. Whatever. That's what I do. Use whatever image you want. I don't care. Have a great night. I love you all. Good night. Kiss. I kiss every one of you and tuck you in. Mwah.